wisdom, and opportunity to come together for the inaugural session of the 8 days online NEP Orientation and Sensitization program. Now, I would like to request our course coordinator of this program, Dr. Sanjeev Rathore, for welcoming address and to introduce our dignitaries and participants. Dr. Sanjeev Rathore, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Good afternoon, everyone, and a hearty welcome to the inaugural session of 8-day online NEP Orientation and Sensitization program. Uh, I am honored to be your course coordinator for this program. I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed Chief Guest, respected Dr. Manoj Kumar Saxena ji, Honorable Member, EGC Standing Committee, and our Course Director, respected Dr. Faiza Abbasi ma'am, Honorable Director, EGC Malaviya Mission Teachers Training Center, AMU, our patron, respected Dr. Narendra Kumar Batra, Principal Sir, Government Degree College, Budaun. I also welcome our academic coordinator, respected Professor Shajez Jamal, our custodian chairperson, respected Dr. Shraddha Gupta Madam, and our respected chairpersons from various institutions across the country. This program is a significant step towards implementing the National Education Policy 2020, which aims to transform India into a knowledgeable nation. As teachers, we will play a vital role in shaping the future of our nation, and it's essential that you are equipped with the necessary skills and knowledgeable to do so. The University Grant Commission initiate to conduct free of cost teachers training programs through various Malviya Mission teachers training centers across the country is a commendable step towards achieving this goal. Our college, Rajki Mahavidyalaya Badaयूं, which is affiliated from Mahatma Jyotiba Phule Rohilkhand University, Bareilly, is proud to be a part of this initiative. And we are committed to supporting the National Education Policy 2020. Over the next 8 days, we will be engaging in discussing uh, and sessions that will help us better understand the policy and its implementation. I thank each and every one of you for participating in this program, and I look forward to your active engagement and contributions. Let's work together to make this program a success and take a step closer to achieving our goal of becoming a knowledgeable nation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the welcoming address. Now, I would like to invite our course director, respected Dr. Faiza Basi, ma'am, for inaugural remarks. Please welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Shraddha. Honorable keynote speaker, Chief Guest Dr. Manoj Kumar Saxena ji, Member UGC Standing Committee, Principal, Government Degree College, Badaयूं, Dr. Narendra Kumar Batra ji, Academic Coordinator, Professor Sajid Jamal, if I can see him here, and last but not the least, Dr. Sanjeev Rathore, the course coordinator. At the outset, my dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you on this online platform of NEP Orientation Sensitization 8 Days Teacher Training FDP here at the UGC Malviya Mission Teacher Training Center of the Aligarh Muslim University in collaboration with the Government Degree College, Budaun. I must say it was very encouraging that when we approached higher education teachers across the country to participate in the NEP orientation sensitization programs, we got a very good response. Getting a good response from teachers is all the more encouraging, and it means a lot, I should say, because then this is an impact that goes way beyond, that goes to the students in every classroom, that goes to the students in every academic session. I would like to quote here the great thinker and philosopher Henry Adams here, who said, a teacher doesn't know where his impact ends because a teacher impacts eternity by way of our students who become old students, who become citizens of the society, who become family members, who become family holders. The values, the system, the education that we impart with our students goes a long way. I should say I have glowing terms of appreciation for the team at the Government Degree College Budaun, especially the principal, Janab Narendra Kumar Batra Sahab, and Dr. Sanjeev Rathore, for the immense enthusiasm and positive response that they have shown for this step of continuous professional development. Their positive collaboration, their forthcomingness in striking this and in making it possible today is not only benefiting teachers of their own institutions, but it is also taking the benefits to the teachers of many other institutions. It's a good group. Why this group is very special is because this is a group of multidisciplinary higher education teachers, university college educators, higher education practitioners. I'm sure if there are 100 of you in this batch, then there will be at least 75 disciplines represented here. Here at the Aligarh Muslim University, as you know, it's a very old university. It's a very reputed university. It is also an institution of national importance. We have 125 subject areas and departments of studies. Over and above that, we have more than 350 courses that we offer at the UG, PG, and other levels. This means there is immense diversity of thought. There is a very wide range of ideas, but all under the same roof, all in the same university ecosystem. So, coupled with the idea of the university, it can go a long way in contributing to the cause of nation building by finding real life, ground level solutions to problems. What's important is that we have to bring on the table multidisciplinary perspectives. This doesn't mean disciplinary boundaries should collapse within you. It means there should be collaborative collective efforts where disciplinary boundaries need to be collapsed. And the best place for this is a place where experts from various disciplines, experts from various subject areas, experts from various domains come together and contribute the best of what they have towards that particular problem under focus. Now, my dear friends, presently, the biggest challenge to the higher education system is quality. We are a huge sector, we are a rich sector also, and at the same time, we are a sector with the demographic dividend. However, when it comes to quality parameters like research excellence, like internationalization, like sustainability on the campus, like student employability, in the sense that what is being taught in the degree courses, whether it is applicable to the job market and the industry or not. Now, these challenges we have been grappling for a very long time. Owing to these challenges, the situation today is that Silicon Valley is full of Indian software professionals, that you cannot think of any top notch technological institution where an IITN from India is not there. And you cannot think of any great think tank where a social scientist from a good central university is not there. However, the fact is that a Hargovind Khurana works in India and doesn't even get a job. But a Hargovind Khurana goes to a university in America and brings home a Nobel Prize in science. So the challenge of quality that exists before us is not personal, it's not individual, and it's not limited to the person, to the Indian. It goes way beyond the person and touches upon the institution. My dear friends, the national education policy has brought with itself such transformative changes that are destined to imbue with the power of quality, high ranking, good assessments, and good evaluation our higher education institutions. So, in this course, you will be learning about holistic and multidisciplinary education. You will be learning about ethics, morals, personality development, environmental consciousness. In other themes, you will be looking at the Indian knowledge systems, at the academic leadership, governance, and management, at the linkages between higher education and society, which happens to be something that we must emphasize as teachers and researchers in higher education institutions. And we will look at the very, very inevitable ICT, without which I think presently, in this age, this era of the 21st century, it is impossible for us to think of our survival. So I welcome you all in this course because I know at the end of this course, you will be learning something new. You will be going back to your institutions with a better understanding of the national education policy, with a better understanding on how the policy can be implemented at your end in your host institutions, and how the transformative changes of the policy we will be able to see slowly and gradually. I will not take much of your time. There's a lot that you need to listen to, that you need to learn in this inaugural session, followed by the technical sessions later. I want to say one thing. You are here with us on this platform, created for you by the Government Degree College Budaun and the Aligarh Muslim University. This will have some content. Your attendance is 100% compulsory, everyone. So please be present, please be logged in at all points of time. We will be giving you certificates based on your attendance data that comes to us in the form of Excel sheets. So your login data comes to us with the Google Enterprise version. Also, you are requested to be on mute, and if you have to speak, of course, you're most welcome to ask questions. You're most welcome to give your inputs, because we are all teachers here. It's not a teacher pupil or a student teacher taught relationship alone here. It's like being on a group with some colleagues. So please ask questions, please feel free to interact, but only when you have been given a chance by seeing your raised hand. So if you have to say something, raise your hand. And if you don't have to say something, please don't raise your hand. Another thing that you do not have to do in the class is what the Pankarji is doing right now. Please don't present your screen. By pressing this button which says present now, we are not taking your attendance. Actually, this is to be used only by the resource person. If you are presenting your screen, it is disturbing the class, and we are able to see your screen and not the screen of the resource person. So if you, before leaving for physically, if you are pressing the present now button, staying logged in, and you think your presence will be marked, I'm sorry, you're badly mistaken. We will call your name once, twice, thrice. If you are not present there, we will have to remove your class. I think you're all ready for one MCQ today, and there will be another MCQ on the last day. So, together with your attendance data and two MCQ, we will be allotting your certificates to you. I wish that you all come out with good grades in this 8 days online NEP orientation sensitization program. Once again, I thank the Government Degree College Budaun. I thank the principal and the coordinator for collaborating with us, for bringing so many teachers on this platform. And I thank all the course participants for enrolling with us. I look forward to a very happy learning with all of you. And I also once again reiterate the sincere commitment of my team and myself in making this a memorable and a fruitful experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for providing us with a
Thank you,
detailed
ma'am.
overview, detailed
Thank you, ma'am.
overview of the AMU courses and quality education and challenges in higher education and research field, etc. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your blessing for this course also. Now, I would like to invite our respected principal and patron, Dr. Naren Kumar Batra, to welcome all the delegates and give us blessing for this program.
Thank you, Shraddha ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Professor Manoj Kumar Saxena ji, Honorable Member, UGC Standing Committee, Honored Esteemed Course Coordinator, Professor Faiza Basi ji, Director UGC MMTTC MU, Aligarh, Academic Coordinator, Professor Sajid Jamal Sahab, Custodian Chairperson, Dr. Shraddha Gupta ji, Course Coordinator, Dr. Sanjeev Rathod ji, and learned faculty member, those are participating from across the country with us. I am honored to welcome you all to the inaugural session of the 8-day online NEP orientation program, jointly organized by UGC, MMTTC, AMU Aligarh, and Government Degree College Badayu. As a principal of Government Degree College Badayu, I am delighted to be a part of this prestigious program, which aims to provide each and every section of society, not only to teacher and taught of NEP gist. How can we provide proper system of NEP that goes to every section of society? Because education is only the weapon to change the society and to provide a comprehensive development of learner. And it is only a process which can provide not only a man to an economic man, but also a good human. अगर हम देखते हैं इन समय में वी आर क्रिएटिंग ओनली इकोनॉमिक स्टूडेंट इकोनॉमिक मशीनरीज so there is a need to create a being a good human for society which is more required from that economic man. NEP is working for all over the country for that purpose. एक शिक्षा एक नीति और एक जैसा समाजीकरण, ना कि उसके हम उसको आर्थिक रूप से सुदृढ़ बनाएं, बल्कि मानसिक रूप से इतना सुदृढ़ बनाएं उस मनुष्य को जो पढ़ने के बाद कि वो समाज के सभी वर्गों को देखने की समझ डेवलप कर सके। यही भावना के साथ एनईपी को लॉन्च किया गया है। इसी भावना को प्रेषित करने के लिए लगातार मदन मालवीय मोहन टीचर्स ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स काम कर रहे हैं और इसी ध्वज को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए ये बीड़ा उठा रखा है अलीगढ़ ने। इसको हमें ज्वाइंटली हम ऑर्गेनाइज कराने जा रहे हैं। वी आर हाईली थैंकफुल टू मैम अब्बासी मैम एंड वी आर एश्योरिंग मैम कि जो आपने हम पे ट्रस्ट शो किया है और उस पे हम पूरे तरीके से प्रतिबद्धता से इसको आपके ट्रस्ट को जारी रखेंगे। और जो हमारा मेन हमारे यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी की इच्छा है कि हम विकसित भारत की ओर बढ़ने के लिए अपनी राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति को इस तरीके से अंगीकार करें कि हमारे समाज का हर वर्ग उससे प्रभावित हो और एक ऐसा मानव बने जो कि राष्ट्र के लिए सोचे। इन्हीं शब्दों के संग मैं शुभकामनाएं देता हूं उन सब पार्टिसिपेंट्स को जो हमारे संग रहेंगे। मैम ने कोई बात छोड़ी नहीं है जो ना बोली हो, किस तरीके से आपको अटेंडेंस मार्क करना है, किस तरीके से आपको हर सेशन में रहना है। इसमें थोड़ा सा इसमें अडेप्ट कर रहा हूँ, वाइब्रेंट रहना है, आपको उनको सुनना है क्योंकि आप ही वो हमारे मीडिएटर हैं जो उस यहाँ की बातों को उस बच्चे तक पहुंचाएंगे। बिकॉज ओनली टीचर इज अ बस मीडियम जिसके कंधों पे वो बाहर है, वो सोसाइटी को चेंज कर सकता है, इसलिए हम राष्ट्र निर्माता कहते हैं उसे। उस राष्ट्र निर्माता को आज पुनः जागृत होने की हमारी जागृत कराने की इच्छा है। वैसे तो वो जागृत ही रहता है, लेकिन कई बार आर्थिकता इतनी आ जाती है कि हम अपने बच्चे से दूरी बना लेते हैं। वो पूंजीवाद की अपनी कमियां हैं, तो उन कमियों को देखते हुए किस तरीके से हमारी भूमिका न्यायोचित हो, यही उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार का स्वप्न है कि हम विकसित भारत जब 2047 में पहुंचे तो हमारी शिक्षा समृद्ध हो। ऐसी मनोभावना के संग इस हम कार्यक्रम का आज उद्घाटन कर रहे हैं और निश्चित तौर से यहाँ जो मंथन होगा वो अमृत मंथन ऐसा होगा कि हमारे अंतिम छोर पे बैठा हुआ जो विद्यार्थी है वहां तक पहुंचेगा और वो विद्यार्थी हमारे राष्ट्र के लिए एक संपदा के रूप में विकसित होगा। इन्हीं मनोभावनाओं के संग मैं आप सबको पुनः आपका स्वागत अभिनंदन करता हूँ और आपको इस कार्यक्रम में आने के लिए बधाइयाँ देता हूँ, धन्यवाद देता हूँ। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय उत्तर प्रदेश, जय राजकीय महाविद्यालय बदायूं।
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of encouragement and for your persistent efforts in organizing this program. Your leadership continues to inspire us all. Now, it is the moment of immense pride and honor for us to welcome a distinguished academician, researcher, and educationalist, Professor Manoj Kumar Saxena, Honorable Member, UGC Standing Committee, as the chief guest for today's event. Professor Saxena is a name synonymous with excellence in education, research, and academic leadership. Currently serving as Professor Head and Dean at the School of Education, Central University of Himachal Pradesh. He has made significant contribution to the field of teacher education, ICT in education, and research methodology. His work has shaped policies, institutions, and young minds alike. With an illustrious career spanning over 27 years, he has served in multiple key roles, including Proctor, Provost Campus Director, and Honorary Director at the CUHP. His expertise has been recognized nationally and internationally, as evident from his membership at various prestigious academic committees, including NCTE, UGC, ICSSR, and NAC not only he is a visionary educator, but he is also an innovator and researcher, holding a patent for a wearable ultrasonic scanning device. His extensive contribution to the research include 11 books and 123 research papers in national and international journals. He has successfully mentored numerous PhD and MPhil scholars, furthering academic excellence. Apart from his academic brilliance, Professor Saxena is also a recipient of several prestigious awards, including the President's Scout Honor, the Excellent Teachers Award, and the Best Teacher Award. His contributions have taken him across the globe, enriching education through international collaboration. Sir, your presence today is truly inspiring for all of us. We are eager to learn from your wisdom and experiences, and we look forward to your valuable insight. On behalf of everyone present here, I extend a warm and respectful welcome to Professor Manoj Kumar Saxena, Honorable Member, UGC Standing Committee, to deliver the keynote address and grace us with his presence as the chief guest of the inaugural session of the 8-day online NEP Orientation and Sensitization Program. Please welcome Professor Manoj Kumar Saxena, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Shraddha. Thank you for introducing me with the learned audience, learned gathering here, though online. So, the principal, Government Degree College, Budaun, Dr. Narendra Batra, Director, UGC, MMTTC, Aligarh Muslim University, Professor Faiza Abbasi, Academic Coordinator, Professor Sajid Jamal, Custodian Chairperson of the program, Dr. Shraddha Gupta, Course Coordinator, Dr. Sanjeev Rathor, learned faculty members, distinguished participants who joined us across the nation in this NEP Orientation and Sensitization program. You know that it is an honor and privilege for me to address this august gathering at this inaugural session of the online faculty development program on NEP Orientation and Sensitization, jointly organized by Government Degree College, Budaun and UGC MMTTC, Aligarh Muslim University. This initiative reflects a commendable commitment to the vision of NEP 2020, which aspires to transform Bharat's education system in alignment with the demands of the 21st century. I extend my heartfelt appreciation to the principal of Government Degree College, Budaun, my younger brother, Dr. Narendra Batra, for the institution's proactive approach in fostering academic excellence and capacity building. My special congratulations also go to the coordinator who often on contacted me, Dr. Sanjeev Rathor, and the entire organizing team for meticulously planning this significant event, bringing together educators to engage in meaningful deliberations. The National Education Policy 2020 is a landmark reform that envisions an inclusive, flexible, and multidisciplinary education system rooted in our Bharat's rich heritage while embracing global best practices. You know that it emphasizes holistic development, skill-based learning, and the integration of technology to make education more learner-centric and future-ready. In this context, the role of teacher is pivotal. As the torchbearers of change, we must internalize the policy's objective and translate them into effective classroom practices, because we are the teachers and we are the most important person who can translate the objectives of the policy into effective classroom practices. And I believe that this FDP serves as a crucial platform to equip educators with the necessary insights and strategies to implement national education policy's vision at the grassroots level. The government, that is the national curriculum framework, which is being developed to align school and higher education curricula with NEP's vision. If we talk about, since we are in the domain of higher education, if we talk about higher education, the University Grants Commission has launched several initiatives to implement NEP recommendations. We all know that the 4-year undergraduate program with multiple entry and exit options allows students greater flexibility in learning. The introduction of the academic bank of credits enables a student to store and transfer credits across the institutions, promoting lifelong learning. You know that the academic bank of credit is a digital repository that allows just
जी,
get a
उनकी
very
एक कॉल
important call.
है, उनकी एक
Please
कॉल है,
proceed.
उन्हें कर लेने दीजिए, फिर आ जाएंगे वो. We'll wait, sir. Please go ahead.
I'm so sorry. This is the drawback of online program. You know that a very important call is there. So I have to take that call because otherwise he must have leave that call. So I'm so sorry for that. So I was talking about academic bank of credits. So I told you that it is a digital repository that allows the student to store, accumulate and transfer academic credits earned across recognized institutions. It promotes flexibility and mobility in higher education by enabling students to pursue multidisciplinary learning and re-enter education at different stages. You know that the honorable chairman of UGC is very enthusiastic about the 100% registration of students at the academic bank of credit platform. And at my university, we have completely 100% of my students are registered with academic bank of credit platforms. So you know that this academic bank of credit ensures seamless credit transfer between universities, fostering collaborations among institutions. This initiative empowers students with greater academic freedom while aligning Bharat's higher education system with global standards. To encourage multidisciplinary education, the government has also facilitated institutional collaboration and research-focused initiatives like National Research Foundation to enhance research and innovation in higher education. The National Research Foundation is a key initiative under NEP 2020 aimed at strengthening the research ecosystem in our country, Bharat, by providing funding, mentorship, and policy support across the disciplines. It seeks to promote interdisciplinary research, innovations, and collaborations between academia, industry, and government institutions. With a focus on enhancing research quality in higher education institutions, NRF will bridge gaps in funding and encourage cutting-edge advancement in science, technology, social sciences, and the humanities. You know that the foundation will work to democratize research opportunities, ensuring equitable access to resources for universities across the country. By fostering a culture of inquiry and innovation, NRF aims to position Bharat as a global leader in research and development. The Government of India, under NEP 2020, has introduced the initiatives allowing students to pursue two academic programs simultaneously. When we were the students and we want to pursue 2 degrees, we were not allowed at that time. And if any one of us has already completed 2 degrees on the same time, we used to say, please do not show both the degrees, otherwise one of your degrees will be cancelled. But now the situation has arisen that Government of India, that UGC has allowed to pursue 2 degrees simultaneously. So, you know that policy implemented by the UGC enables students to enroll in 2 full-time degrees programs in physical, online, or hybrid mode. It enhances career prospects by providing diverse skill sets and knowledge across disciplines. The initiative aligns with NEP's vision of holistic education, fostering innovation and adaptability in students. By offering greater academic freedom, it empowers learner to explore multiple domains and meet the evolving demand of the job market. As far as pursuing two academic programs simultaneously is concerned, one should always must know that a student can pursue two full-time academic programs in physical mode, provided that in such cases, class timings for one program do not overlap with the class timings of the other program. Another pathway is that a student can pursue two full-time academic programs, one in full-time physical mode and another in either ODL or online mode, or up to two ODL or online programs simultaneously. One important restriction is there in this initiative. It's very good that any student can pursue 2 degrees, but one restriction is there, that these guidelines shall be applicable only to the students pursuing academic programs other than the PhD programs, meaning thereby that the research scholars are required to learn like employers and employers are to think like learners. Towards this, the UGC has taken a new initiative to bring the industry and other professional expertise into the academic institution through a new category of position called Professor of Practice. This will help to take a real-world practice and experience into the classrooms and also augment the faculty resources in higher education institutions. In turn, the industry and society will benefit from trained graduates equipped with the relevant skills. The funding for the same will not be provided by UGC. It is very much important. The professor of practice can be engaged. You know that professor of practice cannot be appointed, that can be engaged in one of the sources, like either professor of practice funded by the industry, or it is to be funded by higher education institutions from their own resources. And the third one is professor of practice on honorary basis. So please don't misunderstood it, that UGC will provide some funds for the position like professor of practice. You have to generate the funds for at your own. Technology integration is also a key focus of NEP 2020, and the government has taken significant steps to promote digital learning. The National Digital Education Architecture and Diksha platform provide digital resources and training material for both the students as well as for the teachers. The Swayam and Swayamprabha initiative offer massive open online courses to ensure quality education reaches a wider audience. The government has also expanded the virtual labs initiative to provide hands-on experience in science and engineering courses. The push towards blended learning models ensure that students from remote areas also benefit from digital education. Importantly, the emphasis on Indian knowledge system in education ensures that traditional wisdom and modern advancements go hand in hand, fostering a blended and culturally enriched learning experience. When we talk about traditional wisdom of Bharat, to me, we must replace Indian knowledge system to Bharatiya knowledge system. The formal Bharatiya education system inherited from British policymakers has kept the ancient knowledge out of the Bharatiya curriculum. It is only after the recommendation of the new National Education Policy 2020, the incorporation of integration of ancient Bharatiya knowledge into mainstream educational practices at higher education was seen. If we talk about the induction of Bharatiya knowledge system into the curriculum, I shall share here proudly that we have at Central University of Himachal Pradesh, we have introduced the courses. श्रद्धा जी, मेरे पास समय है अभी?
Sure, sir. Please, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू। मैं 5-7-8 मिनट और लेना चाहूंगा क्योंकि कुछ ऐसी
No
चीजें हैं जिनको आई विश टू शेयर विद द लर्नड फैकल्टी फ्रेंड्स। So I shall share here proudly that we at Central University of Himachal Pradesh, we have introduced courses on Bharatiya knowledge system at UG and PG both levels. Or what we have done, I'll share the example of masters PG. We have designed a course on IKS, that is Bharatiya knowledge system, at university level, and that is to be taught to the all the PG students across the discipline. The same content they have to be go through, and it is a course of 2 credits. And this course was designed by a committee constituted by the Honorable Vice Chancellor at university level, and I was also the member of that committee. And we have decided, and this course we are running successfully since I believe 2022. And at this in this university level course, the student has to undergo the general Bharati. We come to the this platform that first semester the student has to undergo the general Bharati knowledge system, and in second semester that is his or her specific discipline related Bharati knowledge system. So this is all about the Bharati knowledge system curriculum in our university, in my university, which we are offering. So I shall talk about little bit teacher education also. As you know, that teacher education requires multidisciplinary inputs and education in high quality content as well as pedagogy. All teacher education programs must be conducted within composite multidisciplinary institutions. To this end, all multidisciplinary universities and colleges will aim to establish education departments, which, besides carrying out cutting-edge research in various aspects of education, will also run B.Ed program in collaboration with other departments such as psychology, philosophy, sociology, neurosciences, Indian languages, arts, music, etc., etc. Moreover, all stand-alone teacher education institutions will be required to convert to multidisciplinary institutions by 2030, since they will have to offer the 4-year integrated teacher education program. You know that National Education Policy 2020 has given a very good recommendation for education department in particular and in teacher education in general, that all the fresh PhD entrants, irrespective of their disciplines, have to take a course in teacher education, pedagogy, report writing. Again, I shall proudly share that we at Central University of Himachal Pradesh in the Department of Education, we have introduced a 2-credit course on pedagogy of teaching learning process. And we are offering this course during the coursework for the research scholars of all the disciplines, and all have to opt this course. And we are successfully running this course since 2022. The government is also working on establishing multidisciplinary education and research universities and strengthening autonomous degree granting institution, promoting greater institutional autonomy while ensuring quality standards. The introduction of Skill India program and vocational education integration in schools and colleges ensures that students are equipped with industry relevant skills, making them future ready. These initiatives collectively aim to build an education system that is inclusive, flexible, and aligned with global standards, while preserving Bharat's rich academic heritage. The collaboration between Government Degree College Budaun and MMTTC Aligarh Muslim University is indeed commendable, as it bridges institutional expertise and strengthens the dissemination of knowledge on NEP 2020. You know that such partnerships play a crucial role in empowering teachers, particularly in a small town like Budaun, by ensuring they have access to updated pedagogical tools, interdisciplinary approaches, and policies oriented discussions. As we engage in these sessions, I encourage all participants to actively contribute, share their experiences, and explore innovative ways to make education more inclusive, flexible, and impactful. And I participants that minds encourage critical thinking and instill values that empower students to become responsible global citizens. This FDP is a stepping stone towards that the larger goal, and I'm confident that the insights gained here will inspire positive change in our academic institutions. Let me conclude that the successful implementation of NEP 2020 depends on the collective effort of educators, policymakers, and the institutions. This faculty development program serves as a vital platform to deepen our understanding of the policy's transformative vision and equip faculty members with the necessary insights to integrate its principle into teaching and institutional practices. By embracing the multidisciplinary, flexible, and student centric approach of NEP, we can create a more inclusive and dynamic higher education system that prepares students for the challenges of the future. I sincerely appreciate the initiatives taken by Government Degree College Padai in collaboration with MMTTC Aligarh Muslim University to organize this enlightening faculty development program in this FDP. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your keynote and your warm wishes and blessing for the program. Really, sir, we are honored to have you with us today. Thank you once again, sir. Uh, as we come to know, our academic coordinator, respected Professor Shadi Jamal, is engaged in some urgent, important work. So I now would request to invite our course coordinator, Dr. Sanjeev Rathore, for vote of thanks. Dr.
Thank you,
Sanjeev
madam.
Rathore, sir.
Thank you, madam, for giving me once again this opportunity. Wonderful opportunity. Good afternoon, everyone, on the occasion of this valedictory uh, inaugural session. As we conclude the inaugural session of the 8-day online NEP orientation and sensitization program, I would like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. First and foremost, I would like to thank our esteemed chief guest, Professor Manoj Kumar Saxena ji, for gracing this occasion with his presence. Your words of wisdom and insight have truly inspired us. I would also like to extend my gratitude to our course director, respected Dr. Faiza Madam, our patron, Dr. Narendra Batra sir, and our academic coordinator, Professor respected Dr. Shahid Zamal Sahab, and our custodian chairperson, Dr. Shraddha Gupta ji. To our respected chairperson from various institutions across the country, thank you for your participation and contributions. This program is a significant step towards implementing the National Education Policy 2020, and we are proud to be a part of this initiative. I would like to thank the University Grant Commission for conducting the free of cost teachers training programs through various Malaviya Mission Teachers Training Centers too. To our participants, I thank you for your active engagement and contributions. Let's work together to make this program a success. Before I conclude, I would like to acknowledge the efforts of our team members who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this event a success. Thank you all once again, and let's continue to strive for excellence. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words of appreciation and gratitude. Your heartfelt word of thanks truly acknowledge the effort of everyone involved in making this event a success. We deeply appreciate your recognition and look forward to continued collaboration and learning together. As we move to the next step and to conclude the inaugural session, I would like to invite our course director, respected Dr. Faiza Abbasi ma'am, to conclude the inaugural session. Faiza Abbasi ma'am.
Thank you. It was good to hear you, Professor Manoj Saxena ji. Very, very insightful comments from you, and especially as somebody who's an experienced practitioner in the higher education sector, your views about NEP were very enlightening, and you found time for this course and for the participants. It's really heartening. And once again, Dr. Sanjeev and Dr. Batra, I take the opportunity to felicitate you on this very fruitful collaboration that we have. I can see we have about 60, 65 participants, and this means that this is quite a sizable batch. And this means that whatever we learn from here about the NEP and whatever skepticism, doubts, fears, aspersions, apprehensions about this policy, which is very path breaking, very radical in itself, they will all be certainly smoothened. And how will we remove any doubts and any fears and kindle any doubts if we don't know? So it's all about knowing, it's all about building knowledge. So I'm glad 65 higher education teachers have joined hands. I'm glad we will be spending another 8 days together. So thank you, everyone. The inaugural ends here, and the second session with Professor Senthilnathan, it starts in 1 minute. So everybody is requested to join the next link that's been shared with you on the group. Thank you.
So thank you very much. Please allow me to leave the session. Thank you.
Please, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Sir. Thank you, ma'am, for your blessing as we commence the first session of the 8-day online NEP orientation and sensitization program. So we could leave this link and join the another link for the first session of this 8-day online NEP orientation and sensitization program. Thank you for now.
Hello.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, Professor Senthilnathan. Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Fine, madam. Fine, madam. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so
Good
much.
afternoon, all of you.
Yes.
So I am ready, madam. Anytime we can start. But only my request is around
Uh-huh.
2 to 20. I would just take 3 to 4 minutes break because
Fine.
I just have to introduce the speaker
Uh-huh.
for my session. Okay.
No, that's perfect. No problem. No problem.
So
And
this
then
is
you will have a full half an hour break at 3:30
yes.
later.
These
Yes.
are problems involved in
Yes.
inviting MMTTC coordinators.
I know. We are in the same shoes almost all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay. By 2:30, another meeting starts. Your technical team is participating, madam?
Yes, my team is participating.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, this morning only I think I saw that email that
Yes.
another meeting about the uploading of the data.
Yes.
So we are always, and this morning we started with the IKS course.
Oh, great. Fine.
Yes, 100 people, all on the campus.
Oh. That means it's a big event there happening.
Big event, yes, big event. 8 days. In the inaugural, I had 2 vice chancellors.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So, Professor Senthilanthan, I'm glad to tell you that we just had a very wholesome inaugural session of this course. And for this course, we have collaborated with the Government Degree College in Budaun. And we have from this college Dr. Sanjeev Rathore and Dr. Shraddha Gupta and another more than 65 participants. And for the inaugural, we also had a UGC standing committee member. He's just
Oh,
left.
great.
Yes.
Great.
So this is the inaugural lecture.
Okay.
And it's over to, before Dr. Shraddha or Dr. Sanjeev, they introduce you, I would like to say that I'm always glad to have Professor Senthilnathan as one of our speakers. Apart from being a very good friend, a very good human being, and a very sincere professional, I must say, with the requisite values of a teacher.
Great.
Honest, yes, honest, generous, kind, humble, and yet very efficient. I always look up to him. So, about his professional qualities and academic achievements, of course, enumerated as in his CV, the coordinator will go ahead. Um, it's over to you, Dr. Shraddha.
Thank you, ma'am. And welcome again after the inaugural session as we commence the first session of the 8-day online NEP Orientation and Sensitization program. And for that, I would like to hand over this session to Dr. Gaurav Kumar Singh, our today's organizing coordinator and head department of Zoology, Government Degree College, Budaun, to welcome our chairperson as well as resource person, Dr. Gaurav Kumar Singh. Please join us.
Thanks, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the first session of 35th online MMTTC program on NEP 2020 Orientation and Sensitization. I would like to welcome Dr. Shireen Masroor, who will be chairing both the sessions today. She is distinguished analytical and inorganic chemist, educator, and academic administrator. She is presently serving as assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, AN College, Patliputra, Patna, Bihar. As we all know, the resource person for both the sessions today is Professor S. Senthilnathan from Bharati Darshan University, Tamil Nadu. With his expertise and leadership, I am sure we are in for an engaging discussion. Without further ado, I now invite Dr. Shireen to take over and lead us through the rest of the session. Thank you. Dr. Shireen?
Hello. Am I audible?
Dr. Shireen, perfectly audible, madam. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you and good afternoon to all. Thank you for calling me to chair this prestigious session on the online NEP 2020 Orientation and Sensitization Program, which has been jointly organized by UGC Malaviya Mission Teachers Training Program, EMU Aligarh, in collaboration with Department of Physics, Government College, Budaun. So, first of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations
3:30 to 4 na free.
to the director, Dr. Faiza Basir ma'am, and course coordinator. What? Hello?
Sorry for the interruption there, right in the audio. Right, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I'm congratulating my heartfelt congratulations to the director Faiza Basi ma'am, along with the course coordinator Dr. Sanjeev Rathod sir, and to the whole organizing team of the Government Degree College Budaun. So, on the behalf of this committee, I would like to announce which have been previously announced also, our first resource person name, and welcome sir, Professor S. Santhinathan sir. So, he will be providing you his valuable perspective on the topic ICT in teachers learning. So just before moving to hear him, I would like to brief his academic journey. Which is very interesting, as I have seen from his CV. So, Professor Santhinathan sir is presently working as a director, FSC, UGC, HRDC Center. In addition, he is presently working as a professor in the Department of Educational Technology, Bharati Dasan University, Tiruchirappalli campus, Tamil Nadu. So if we are seeing his education, he is double PG, means MA in English, along with the Masters in Journalism and Mass Communication with MET and PhD. So if we are seeing his area of interest and specialization, he is much interested in ICT in learning, education, e-learning programs, educational multimedia, e-content development, educational technology, teaching, educational, giving the different programs on the teaching technologies. And as per his interest, he is guiding so many researchers under him. So till now, he has guided 8 PhDs and approx 35 MPhils. It is a very big amount for being a teacher. And still, he is guiding 5 PhDs under him, and 10 MPhils are going on. So, moving forward to see his academic journey, his key achievements are not only confined to different institutions, but he has served as consultant to Commonwealth of Learning programs like from Canada for offering training in open and distance learning material development in Bangladesh. He has also served as a member Board of Management Educational Multimedia Resource Center, Madurai University. Presently, he is working or serving as a member in the expert committees of Bharatiyar University, Madurai, Kamaraj, Tamil Nadu University, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education, and different colleges like Mother Teresa Women's College, Vikrama Simhapuri, and Calicut Universities, and National Council for Teachers Education. Also, he is serving as an external expert in different academic councils of different colleges like another College of Arts, Standard for Fireworks, College for Women, Jamal Muhammad College, Kaveri College, and many more. The number is not restricted to 2 or 3. The number is much more. And also, he is serving as an expert in the Academic Council for MHRD's National Resource Centers, Development of Education, Central Universities of Kerala, serving as an external member in advisory committee in different school of education from different MHRDs from the government of India. He has not only serving as external member, but has also organized and facilitated different number of faculty development programs, capacity development programs on specifically talking about e-content development. In addition, he has also organized a number of web application to the higher education teachers with a hands-on training in web and Google Cloud application.
And he has, as per his expertise, he has delivered many number of invited lectures as being a resource person or being a keynote lecture in the different faculty development programs, orientation programs, FDPs, faculty induction program, refresher courses, and which is giving a very much higher feather to his teaching excellence. So if we see his editorial membership, so he is acting a very active member in different editorial boards of national and international journals, both in online and print journals like Research and Reflection on Education. And if we see his publication and presentation, so up till now he is having around 42 international publication in his name, along with the 26 name. He is I think he is very keen to book writing also. He has published two books like Reciprocal Teaching of Reading and EST Curriculum Development, Principle and Practices. So for young researchers like us, he has also developed different ideas in the manner of different major or minor projects which are in his name, which has been granted or funded by ICSSR under the Impactful Policy Research in Social Science. And he has also participated two projects from the UGC side, and the name of the schemes are Special Assistance Programs which he has completed in 2007 to 2012, with the second which he has initiated in 2013 and ends in 2018. And his role was being a deputy coordinator in both the program. So, sir, this is just a short summary, and
I thought I would say probably it is time for tea now, right? So the long introduction had gone. So anyway, dear friends, what I intend to do in the 2.5 hours plus today, now about till 3:30, and after a tea break of half an hour, 4 to 5:30. In these two sessions, what I intend to do is to take you to the idea of digital education. Look at it from two broad perspectives. One is ICT integration perspective, technology integration perspective, technology pedagogy integration part. And the post-tea session, I will be focusing on using some open contents, open educational resources, and certain open platforms, which can lead to a lot of digital learning for our students without any expenditure for the institution, for the student, for the parents, and for anybody involved. So this is the plan of action, and you can feel free to interact with me, stop me, clarify things as things go. And maybe around 2:20 or 2:25, I will take a 3-4 minutes break to introduce a speaker in my program that is starting today, because he is a very senior professor who also acted as an educational administrator in our own university. So maybe I would take about 2-3 minutes break there. So just give me a moment. Let me share my screen. Just can anyone confirm whether my screen is visible to you all?
Yes, sir.
And the PPT is visible to you?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
it is. Yes, sir. It is.
Yeah, and the slides are moving also? Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. So, dear friends, as you can all see, the topic is digital education. And as I told you, two perspectives we will analyze it from. One is ICT in education perspective, and the other one is OER perspective. And I hope all of you see a small asterisk mark. Do you all see a small star symbol that goes with the topic?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any idea, any guess? What does it stand for?
Star.
Yeah, the small asterisk mark. What does it stand for? Any idea? Any of you can? Any of you can?
Sir,
Yes, sir. It means
you have noted terms and
many
condition applied.
more things,
Exactly.
hidden
Exactly.
as
May I
far
know
as
who
not
is
like
that?
OER perspectives is concerned.
Yeah, fine. May I
Sir,
know
this
who
is
is that
Dr.
who said
Deepika
terms and
Chauhan.
Okay, Deepika Chauhan, right? From
Yes,
Delhi.
sir.
Okay, okay, great.
No, sir. I'm from like Dalbag University, Agra. Yeah.
Okay, okay, because one of our students by name Deepika Chauhan is there. She's from Delhi. That's fine. What Deepika Chauhan says is no terms and conditions apply. I think wherever you see the small asterisk mark, I think you should be little careful because somewhere there will be a catch. Because the advertisement may say that you will get a pitch dark hair if you use a particular hair oil for some time. And somewhere there will be a small asterisk mark and it will say terms and conditions apply or conditions apply. So, what terms and conditions apply when we talk about online education, virtual education, technology enabled learning, multimedia in education, and e-learning in a broad country like India, in a vast country like India, with very high imbalances in the social, political, and economic, cultural lives. Okay, that is a question here. See, dear friends, I would like to make 3 points clear before we get into the discussion a little deeper on digital educational practices. One is, you see, when we talk about the powers of technologies in enhancing learning, by no means I am here to underestimate the role of a human teacher. Okay. See, because we are talking about technologies a little more deeply, it doesn't mean that I am here to say something like technologies are superior and human teachers are inferior and technologies are more important and teachers are less important. No. A firm noted because the strong belief here is teachers have a very clear, a very decisive, and a very important role to play in the educational system. So that is the point one. You see, I have been introduced as a professor of educational technology, and I'm very happy to represent the first Department of Educational Technology in the entire country. The whole of India, our department at Bharatidasan University was the first to be established as Department of Educational Technology. But again, that doesn't mean that I am here to put up an argument like technologies are more important and teachers are less important. Point one. The point two is, you see, when we talk about digital learning practices, digital educational systems, mobile learning, virtual learning, etc., no doubt, we will talk about technologies, we will talk about platforms, we will talk about gadgets, applications, tools, and services, which technology offers us. Okay? No doubt, we have to talk about all these things. But again, please understand, there is nothing like comparing these technologies, tools, platforms with human beings, with human teachers. After all, human teachers are human teachers, and all these technologies and tools are created by the human mind. So there is no comparison. And we don't talk it that way, that we don't look at any of these technologies, gadgets, and platforms as a kind of a replacement for the human teacher. Okay. Point two, a very important point two is that because again, the strong belief here is no technology can ever replace a human teacher. You all believe in that idea? Yes? All of you believe in that idea?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Pushpa Pant madam says
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Preeti Verma says
Yes, sir.
yes. Shraddha says yes. A very emphatic yes. Yes? No way. Technologies, Deepika Chauhan also joins hand. Yes, yes. So no way technologies can replace human teachers. Yes, we agree with that. But when we agree with that idea, and when we are very emphatic in our point that technologies cannot replace human teachers, dear friends, we must understand today, in the context of NEP implementation, In the days of full NEP implementation that is going to start very shortly from now, largely it is going to be digital education systems, and the comparisons, discussions are not going to be like a teacher versus technology. That is not the way we are going to talk. See, there is nothing like a teacher versus technology discussion. But please understand, dear friends, the discussion, the comparison will be something like a teacher with the technology versus a teacher without technology. That is going to be the discussion. I hope I'm making my point clear. It is not going to be teacher versus technology, but it is going to be a teacher with the technology versus a teacher without technology. A teacher who accepts technology into the professional life versus a teacher who rejects technology from the professional life. Okay. So that is what is going to be the comparison. And dear friends, please make it a point, right? There is not much time far off, right? Where a teacher without technology will be replaced by a teacher with the technology. A teacher who rejects technology from the professional life will be replaced by a teacher who accepts technology into the professional life. And the days are not far off. It is not going to be too many years. It is going to be a few years down the line. That is one thing that you should understand. Okay. So I will explain to you how it is, right? And the third point is, see, no doubt when we talk about all these technologies, social media, educational media, right, web platforms, AI tools in education, all these technologies, tools and gadgets have something good, have something bad about them. See, I am not here to present a rosy picture of all good things about technology and avoid talking about any negative impact that technologies can have on human minds. Even if I attempt to do that, you will all easily see through. See, whenever a comparison comes like that, whenever a discussion crops up like that, I always tell my friends, you see, please think this way. Can you think of a single technology, a single tool, which the humanity has ever developed, which doesn't have negative side to it? Every technology, every tool has something good about it, something bad about it. A matchbox can brighten up a room by lighting a candle or a lamp. And the same matchbox can bring down the whole building. Entire building can collapse due to a small fire that a matchbox can trigger. But we don't stop using all these matchboxes. We advise people to avoid it. We use matchbox and we tell people, come on, this is matchbox. You have to be a little cautious. So I think that is what is the stand we have to take with the technology adaptation with regard to teaching, learning, and evaluation also. So these are the three important things that I would like to tell you before we get into the discussion on digital education from ICT integration perspective and OER perspective. So dear friends, as I told you, I would take a small break here, and about 3-4 minutes, I'll just introduce. It is 2:28. Our sessions are expected to start by 2:30. I'll just introduce the resource person and come back here. Meanwhile, you can reflect upon the points that I have talked now, and also I am sure you will be in a position to guess what this technology pedagogy is all going to be. Just a couple of minutes, I will be back. Right? Okay.
In the meantime, Dr.
Hello.
Praveen Kumar has raised his hand. Dr. Sheen, ma'am,
Yes.
could you ask him? He wants to say something.
Actually, it's not visible to me that who has raised hand. Who? Praveen Kumar.
Praveen Kumar.
Yes, Dr. Praveen Kumar. Do you have any query? Hello.
I think by mistake he raised his hand.
कोई क्वेरी नहीं है, कोई क्वेरी नहीं है.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
ओके.
Yes.
मैम मुझे ये जो प्रोग्राम हो रहा है मैम, तो हम लोग अपने कॉलेज में अपने रजिस्टर पे साइन करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे ड्यूरिंग दिस कोर्स? 8 दिन का ये जो
छुट्टी आपका कोई छुट्टी लेने की कोई रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं है.
ओके मैम.
No duty leave, so you have to put your sign there because
Okay.
as you are not taking any leave for this.
वैसे तो हम लोगों ने छुट्टी नहीं लिया है मैम, तो हम लोग साइन वहाँ पे कर सकते हैं, मतलब कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इसमें ना?
No, no, you can carry.
ओके. ओके ओके, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू सो मच. मैम एक और रिक्वेस्ट था कि ये जो पूरा 8 दिन का प्रोग्राम है, इसका पूरा शेड्यूल मिल जाएगा क्या हम लोगों को?
Hello.
हाँ.
सब कुछ होगा ग्रुप में. Please check your WhatsApp group first.
मैम कुछ लोगों ने अभी जो ग्रुप ज्वाइन किया है उन लोगों को नहीं पता मैम शेड्यूल का.
Okay, so it will be reshared. Okay.
Okay, I'll reshare it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I'll just reshare it.
Thank you,
Don't
ma'am.
worry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Yeah. So, dear friends, I'm back to the session. So, can we resume our discussion, please?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah, fine. Sorry, madam. Sorry, dear participants. I got a little delayed due to a small technical issue our resource person developed. So anyway, I'm back. So is my screen visible to you now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think I was telling you that there are two broad that we are going to look at digital education from. And I also told you about the 3 terms and conditions that apply before we delve deep the idea of digital education. And largely, the session is going to focus a little more right on making the learning process more interactive, more participative, more engaging with technology really available to us and with resources and media available to us for free. That is to focus on. See, if you have looked at the sentence I spoke, there are 3 dimensions of digital learning I have touched upon. One is, how do we make the learning process more interactive, more participatory, more engaging? Does it mean that the teaching process is less important? And in fact, it is not less important or more important. It is who. For instance, dear friends, I'm sure you have heard of expressions like e-learning, online learning, virtual learning, based learning, technology learning. Always learning. Whenever technologies get integrated into education, it is the learning that gets the priority. By now, you would have understood. We have not talked about mobile teaching. We have not talked about e-teaching. We have not talked about multimedia-based teaching. It is all learning. It is multimedia-based learning, virtual learning, online learning. So that is the idea. So it is not the teaching gets less important, but teacher and teaching move to the back end and they start playing a more of a facilitative role. So it is the learning that gets the priority. So I said, how do we make the learning process more interactive, participatory, right, engaging with the technologies readily available to us? So you see, some of you may say that, sir, we are in a government college, sir. See, you are in educational technology department, so you are easy. It is easy for you to do all this, but now rural background with our government institutional setup, how do we practice? No, there is nothing like that. If at all you have electricity to recharge your mobile phone, and You can do a lot of work with technology in your institution also, even if your institution doesn't have a very robust technology, ICT connection or ICT infrastructure or internet connectivity. I'll tell you how it can be done. And then the third thing I said, how do we achieve all this with the content and resources media available to us for free? So totally free, no money is involved, no expenditure involved for you, your student, your teacher, or your institution, or the parents. No expenditure. I'll explain to you post T when we will discuss open educational resources. See, dear friends, another important thing I told you that these words are going to be important. More interactivity, more participation, more engagement. Dear friends, I should tell you, these words are not specific to digital learning alone. Even in a face-to-face mode of education, a traditional classroom-based learning, these words are very, very important. See, for instance, maybe I would take an example here. Interactivity, right? Here we have Dr. Sherin. What do you teach, Dr. Sherin? What do you teach?
Sir, I'm from chemistry.
So Dr. Sherin teaches chemistry. So when Dr. Sherin gets into a third BSc chemistry class, the student sitting there, she is going there for a 1 hour session, and she goes there with some topic on chemical bonding or something like that. And what is the job expected of Dr. Sherin? 45 students, 50 students, 1 hour. Is she going there to talk to 40 human bodies, or she is going there to interact with minds? What is expected, Dr. Sherin?
Sir, I want to interact with minds.
Yes, interaction with human minds. But then the question is, of course, this is not a question only to Sherin, madam, here. It is for everyone, right? Can all the teachers be interactive with all the learners all the time? You see how there is total silence, you see, right? Okay.
No.
Some of you have started deeply thinking whether it is possible or not, right? You know, so you see it is very difficult. No, right? Someone say no, it is very difficult, right? But you see, a little later, we will talk about some technologies which have the highest level of interactivity with the human minds. We will talk about that. Coming to participation, I hope all of you participate in this session, or you are simply attending the session. Sanjeev Singh ji?
Yeah, you have to participate, sir.
Participating, at least. Yeah, I know. You see, please understand, without participation, there is no learning. Whether it is a KG class or a PG class, whether it is a kindergarten class or a post-graduation class, there is no learning possible without any participation. Okay? I would give you a small technique to understand the power of participation. See, this tomorrow morning, you will all get into a classroom. Am I right? Only in the afternoon you will have sessions. Morning you will have classes. Am I right? Buraslin sir, you will have classes in the morning or what tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning at 9 or 9:30 you get into your classroom, first hour class. And after giving a class for 1 hour, it is just a technique I am telling every one of you. You, while walking back from classroom to staff room, okay, just do a small calculation in the back of your mind. If you have had some 40 students, okay, just let us say you had a 40 students with you and you had a 1 hour session. So while walking back from classroom to staff room, do a small analysis. That is, with how many students you had direct eye contact. With how many students you had direct eye contact? 3 times at least. 3 to 4 times. Each time, not less than about 20 seconds. I hope if it is a 1 hour session and you had some 40-45 students, with how many students you had direct eye contact 3 or 4 times in the entire 1 hour, every time about 20 seconds. Okay, you do this small analysis, you will be really surprised and you may get shocked. that you never had eye contact with some students at all. And some students never built an eye contact with you in the entire 1 hour. You will realize that. Sometimes some students avoided eye contact with you for the entire semester. Okay, right? To be honest. Okay? And all those boys and girls who lacked eye contact with you, you can be sure that they were disconnected from you in 1 hour. And I would appeal to you, you do a small activity, consciously do an activity. Next time, the day after tomorrow, when you go to the class morning, you start looking into the eyes of the students, right? At least 4 in a 1 hour session. Every time about 20 seconds. Okay? You start doing this consciously. For about 10 days down the line, you will see improvement happening in what is called a classroom climate. There is something called a classroom climate. Climate is largely, and you know, the air the teacher carries around him or her. Okay. Some teachers create a very enthusiastic, create a very dull climate. Teachers create a little hard. Some teachers create a very enjoyable. All this is possible by a teacher's presence. And you to try your hand, see whether the participation level is increasing in your class or not. Okay. Coming to engagement, right? I hope there is no way to mistake that engagement. That engagement is over for almost all of us, and some of us are really struggling hard out of it, right? To be on the lighter side. Okay. So what engagement about here is keeping the human minds and emotions engaged. See, dear friends, engagement is a very powerful word. In pedagogical sciences, psychology, in film studies, communication studies, it is a very, very important and a very, very key word, because these fields directly work with human minds and emotions. There is an opportunity like this. I tell teacher friends like you, you do a small exercise. You will understand how the engagement part is really making a meaningful impact on the human learning. Just do a small analysis, right? Okay. Look at a classroom, right? You go there with very, very useful, relevant, and meaningful content. You know that, and your students also know that. But what is the level of engagement happening inside a classroom with the human minds? And think of another scenario, another context, a cinema theater, a cinema hall. Okay. What is the level of engagement happening there? You don't find actors and actresses coming there in person. You find only a flat white screen, and opposite to the screen you find 200, 250, 300 adult for 45 minutes like a classroom, times 2.5 hours. That happens inside the theater with human minds and emotions. Okay. You see, when you go to a theater, right, when you sit in front of a flat white screen, and when the lights are up, I think all your technical, right, knowledge goes away, and you start believing what is happening on the screen as a reality. It happens, Dr. Ranjana Shah, madam, or not? Sanjeev Singh, anyone?
It happens, sir.
It happens. Yeah. You see, whenever there is a sorrowful scene, maybe Dr. Preeti Verma starts by okay. It happens not only for Dr. Preeti, but for everyone. It happens. You see, don't we imaginary? Don't we know that it is fictitious? Don't we know that people are taking really is happening? We know, but in audio video combination of the visual, the power of the animation, their mind and occupying very strongly. Says, oh my God, I saw horrible. 2 days I was having headache. Okay. It is a 2.5 hour film, but it gives headache for two days. Okay. Sometimes Ranjana madam may say, right, oh my God, what a bloodshed, what violence it was, oh my God, I couldn't even eat my dinner properly that night. Okay. Having
Yes,
seen
sir.
a 65,000 worth. Okay. I'm not talking about the education. I'm talking only about the state government's investment in schools, colleges, okay, government colleges, and for facilitating technology-enabled learning. Okay, so we will explore this very elaborately. I am sure by now you have really guessed what is this pedagogy is all about. Technology pedagogy. In fact, you already as a teacher, you know very well what is pedagogy. Pedagogy, art of teaching, and pedagogy, teaching and science of learning. Is both art and science of blending a variety of technologies available to teachers today compared to we have lots of technologies at our. For instance, you see 1950s or 60s, all teachers of all subjects had only blackboard, white chalk, no difference. And English, all were given the same tool, a blackboard, white chalk. It has some specific technology, some specific tools to choose. Right? Maybe the brain will say, "Sir, I am a chemistry teacher. I want this type of technologies to help my teachers understand chemistry better." Yes, it is available. Right? Somebody may be there. Right? From the teaching of English language. Anybody a teacher of English here? Anybody a teacher of English here? Yeah, Rais Ahmed, are you a teacher of English? He raised his hand. Okay, are there language teachers here? Are there English language teachers here? Anybody? Yes.
Sir, I'm associate professor in assistant professor in Hindi department.
Hindi. Okay, maybe we'll have you as an example. Maybe Dr. Shashi Jaywal may say, "Sir, what technology Shirin is using is Hindi." Okay, so to choose from. So, like every teacher is provided with a different. I'll explain to you all this in the due course. When I take you for the demos, probably some of the questions you have in your mind, that will be clear, right? And what is important is using all these technologies for designing learning experiences. Okay, and that is very, very important. I will talk about this designing of learning experience in sometime a little later, right? A little more deeply. And of course, there are two important objectives here. One is enriching the learning process, yes, right? And the other one is ensuring learning outcomes. I think I need not talk about learning outcomes because all of us know outcome-based education. Most of the university departments, most of the autonomous colleges, we are into OBE, outcome-based education, outcome program specific, and we map all the OCO mapping we do, and we talk about attainment, not go deep into it. But what is important is, right, outcomes are important, no doubt, but equally important processes. We have to find the learning processes also. Because learning process is to ensure the learning outcome. Without the process, outcome is not. Input is there, and we expect some output, but after the input happen, and that process is the process. And if with the right learning will be the outcome, and if wrong learning process happens, the learning will go wrong. The output will be wrong. That's all. Right? Okay. So this is something general. which I think I can leave it to your reflection. See, we look at this 21st century as something phenomenally different from the earlier centuries, and it's a big concept. Fix now getting tagged to different expressions like 21st century learning, 21st century medicine practice, 21st century agriculture, 21st century entertainment platforms, plenty. So 21st century is a prefix to many things now, right? Because of the simple reason that 21st century is something phenomenally different from the earlier centuries. And we look at 21st century with all these terms. It is called a computer era, it is called an information era, it's called a knowledge era, and it's also called a digital era. And these are, I think the words are self-explanatory. I think I will not go deep into it. Why is it called a computer era? I see some 66. So that means around 64 participants here, right? Each sitting with a computer. Okay. So you are PC, and if you have a table by the side, right? Because your smartphone is one computer, it is much more than a computer, right? Your smartphone can outperform your desktop PC today. So that way, right? So it is computer era. One reason that this is flooded with information. 24/7, unlimited information is flowing, and through unlimited channels of information flow and unprecedented speed. These are the three important dimensions of information flow: speed, unlimited channels of information flow. Your newspaper, radio, television, right? Concepts. 1 hour, which I am not going to do, but I will direct you to a very beautiful report available on Google. You can search, right? I'm requesting all of you, maybe during your tea break or late in the evening, just go to Google and search a keyword. A keyword that you should choose is 21st century learning. Use that as a keyword and search. You will get a lot of literature. Of course, it will be good if you read, listen to, and watch, because some videos will be there, audios will be there, PPTs will be there, PDFs will be there. But somewhere in the first search page result of Google, you will come across a document, and the document's title is also 21st century learning. The author is a person by name Richard Riley, R-I-L-E-Y, Riley, and Richard is a regular spelling. And you will find a lot of interesting things, interesting discussion about knowledge era, dynamics of knowledge, half shelf life of knowledge, and knowledge, how it is doubling. A lot of information you will get. And there is one that they talk about is like you and me. See, you and I are knowledge workers, and we are more than knowledge workers, because we are knowledge creators and we are knowledge disseminators. Okay. See, I conduct a research, we create new knowledge. So when we talk about that research to a fellow colleagues, right, we disseminate knowledge. When we go and handle a class to our students, we disseminate knowledge. So what will be the revised role knowledge creators and knowledge disseminators will do? All this very interesting. I request you to read. Why I am particularly telling you this is because I know I am running out of my time. But I am telling you this because you are there as a teacher in the knowledge era, and your teaching career will come to an end before the knowledge era comes to an end. Okay, there is an era coming up there. It's called an era of intelligence. Okay, of course, both natural intelligence and artificial intelligence, right? It will come. But by the time that intelligence era sets in, maybe we will get our service as a teacher, right? That is why I tell you, when you are in the plum of the period, as knowledge era teachers, you should know about them. That is the idea here. Coming to digital age, what is so digital, right? I thought there's some message there in the chat box. What is so digital? Are you seeing some images on the screen? Are you seeing some images here on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I think from the image you can answer my question. What is digital? What is digital? Yes, please.
Which we are able to see.
Yeah, from the images you can tell me what is the meaning of digital. I hope all of you see some numbers there, zeros and ones. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
See,
Digit.
digit.
Digits.
Yeah, exactly. Next slide. And the previous arrow mark, the backward arrow mark is 0 because that is taking me to the previous slide. That's all. So that is the simple theory behind all these electronics. And anybody from English department here? Anybody from English department? You can unmute and say. No, there are no English language teachers here. Okay, fine. It's okay. Once, because the word digital comes from a Greek word. The Greek word digitus, digitus, means fingertips. So any of these technologies which you operate with the help of your fingertips, let it be a keypad or a mouse or a touch screen, remote, any of these things become digital because of the mode of operation manipulation. It is not that this is right, this is wrong. There can be two right answers. And we will go with the simple understanding that when we integrate all these digital technologies into human learning, what happens is digital learning, which we will explore in a different. See, I told you already about Richard Riley report, okay, about knowledge age education. Here, there is another interesting report. It's called Report of the Project Tomorrow, a project funded by UNESCO, a beautiful project. And the report is no doubt a 13, 14-year-old report, but there is a lot of meaningful discussion about the educational practices happening in the post-pandemic India. You see, in the post-pandemic environment of education, we have altogether different things happening here. See, had it been a pre-situation, you all would have come to Aligarh Muslim University TC classroom. I would have traveled from here to, we would have had a face-to-face class, and that is how sessions will go. But now, pandemic learning opportunities, had an online, okay, and a virtual class being delivered. Okay, that's it. So like that, they talk about the power of the small e in creating an education system which is technology enabled, you know, which can have higher levels of engagement and which is to empower people. Very interesting. I request you to read. I request you humbly, read it, because in addition to all your chemistry, physics, botany, zoology, right, mathematics, right, whatever your commerce, economics, your subject books, I request you to read this type of books because they will implicate your thought process, right, and they will make you and rethink about teacher in the post-pandemic environment. Okay? So we call these information and communication technologies as enabling technologies because, you know, they are capable of enabling, right? They are big enablers. How do they enable? For instance, you see, we have Dr. Shraddha here. Okay, Madam Dr. Shraddha, are you there? Yes. Okay, so you see, I'll just give a small example here. See, what Dr. Shraddha was unable to do some 20, 25 years before, she is able to do today. And in between, what happens is the enabling process. I'm trying to explain the term enabling here. Shraddha, as a teacher, was unable to attend a session, right, in an online mode like this. See, I'm sitting here at Bharatidasan University and delivering a talk. And Dr. Shraddha, without traveling all the way from Aligarh to Trichy, she is listening to my talk here. Okay. So that way, what she was unable to do, today she is able to do. Some technologies enable her to do. Okay. A Google Meet is one technology, internet technology, right? A Google Cloud technology, right? Together, right? All these things have made it possible for her. Okay, that's it. And engagement. I already talked about engagement, and talking about engagement again will emotionally disturb some of you, which I will not, which I will not attempt to do. Okay, I've already talked about the cinema theater, how human engagement happens. Empowerment. You see, we call this here information and communication technology tools of empowerment because they are capable of empowering people on equal grounds. I'll give a small example here. Let us say, for a student sitting in a very, very remote village, okay, a student sitting in a remote village, okay, from a very disadvantaged community, from a very, very economically weaker section of society, sitting there, right, just going to the web, okay, maybe there is a community internet available there, okay, and he is doing an online search, a Google search, okay, with something like genetic engineering. At the same time, a student coming from a very, very rich family, sitting in one of the most expensive universities of India, going to the web, maybe he has an Apple MacBook, okay, and he has a leased line internet. He goes there and searches on Google genetic engineering. Both these students will get the same results, same pages, same learning content, and same learning opportunities. Okay, a student coming from a rural family, coming from a very weaker society, getting the same learning opportunity compared with the student coming from a very rich family. Right? See, the machines they operate may be different. The internet connection, the provider may be different. But Google will give the same thing to both the people. That is why we finally say, in front of Google and God, all are equal. There is no difference, right? Okay, that's it. Right? So that is the way technologies are capable of empowering people. Right? They empower people to be on equal grounds. I request you to read this slide yourself. I request all of you to read this slide yourself. I'm sure at least all of you could skim through this whole quote and get the gist of this whole quote. Any idea why I asked you to read this slide yourself? Any idea? Any one of you, please?
No, sir. We
Okay.
have no idea.
Anyway, it is just a very simple thing. I thought I would share with you a couple of important technical things related to PowerPoint presentations here. Before we come to the discussion on the content, let me make it clear. You see, all of you make PowerPoint presentations, am I right? Yes or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All of you make. Yeah. Please understand, while making PowerPoint slides, there are two important things you should keep in mind. One is, you can never have a complete paragraph like this copied and pasted on a slide. It is a rule. It is against the rule to copy and paste a complete paragraph like this. Even a complete sentence ending with a full stop, you cannot copy and paste. Okay? Whatever ideas you want to share, they have to be broken down into points and they have to be presented with such bullets only. Bullets, sub-bullets, icons, symbols, images, all this is fine. But never a complete paragraph like this. This is a rule. And whenever there is a rule, there will be some exemptions also. Am I right? Okay. This is an exemption. What is this? Anybody can unmute? What is this? This is a
Complete paragraph.
This is a complete paragraph. A little deeper if you go, this is a quote. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Quotation. This is a quotation. That is why I have put it in double quotes. And you know, one of the exemptions says a quotation can be copied and pasted as it is. Because you have no right to edit as you like. It is somebody's words. Okay? And another exemption is a definition. Okay, a definition you can copy and paste. Except a quotation and a definition, all other ideas have to be presented only within such bulleted points, sub-bullets, icons, symbols, images, and whatnot. Okay, that's it. Okay. And there is another dimension of this particular thing. See, I don't know whether how many of you did it, but I have done it, right, as a research scholar, right? Somebody, while going for presentations, right, seminars, conferences, we carry some 10-15 slides, each having 2 paragraphs. Okay, we go there, project the slides, and start reading slide after slide, including thank you slide. We will read and get out of the podium. Okay, we funnily call that as PPT sing along syndrome. Okay, that's a very bad syndrome that affects academic presentations. Okay, we are not supposed to do that. See, when I have presented a screen, you can read it yourself, no? Why I should give a voiceover for that? No, you can read it yourself, right? Okay. So that is the point here. So, dear friends, I will talk about OER also. I will.
So from the hello.
Yes, madam.
So you want to conclude this session?
No. Another some 7-8 minutes there, no?
Okay.
No, when do it is only 3:22. We will wind up by 3:30. Am I right?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, fine. Right. Okay. So you see, this is the point I would like to say. What Samuel May's quote says, you know, this is the way the blackboard came into the classroom, the white chalk came into the classroom. See, my dear friends, I request Sudhakar Shukla, can you mute your mic, sir? Sudhakar. Or can the technical team ensure that all mics are muted? Because am I audible to you clearly?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes, sir.
Let us go ahead. Right? Let us go ahead. Yeah. So, dear friends, you know, the blackboard, the white chalk, this came into the educational systems way back in 1813. Today it is 2025. 214 years, 200 and... Sudhakar Shukla ji, right? Okay. Anyway, so now compared with 1813, today it is 2025. So 212 years gone now. And I have one simple question for you to reflect. I request you to not to take this question emotionally. You have to take the question at a rational level. The question is, how is it that you and I'm including myself, because I also use Blackboard for my MA teaching, MPhil teaching. How is it that you and the teachers, remain happy, remain complacent, remain comfortable with a 212-year-old technology in our class? How is it that we remain complacent, we remain comfortable with a 212-year-old tool in our professional work? What is our justification to remain happy, comfortable, and complacent with a 212-year-old technology? See, my dear friends, I am not here to say something negative about Blackboard. No. I know that a Blackboard is a good tool in an Indian classroom, provided the teachers know how to exploit the power of this medium. No doubt, I accept. The point that I want to drive home is that simple teachers of today to think of newer tools in the context of a new teaching paradigm. That is the point here. See, I am not a person to argue that, you know, all blackboards are waste, all blackboards are useless, you have to break them, throw them away, and you install whiteboards, install interactive whiteboards, install LED panels in the classroom, and automatically learning will happen. No, I don't believe in that. No, a firm no to it. But at the same time, is it not time for us to think of newer tools in our professional work? Will we accept this if a doctor or a surgeon does it? A surgeon is ready to do an operation, a surgery, with the 50-year-old tools in his surgical theater. Will we choose that hospital or will we choose that doctor? No. What is the parameter for choosing a doctor or a hospital today? Hey, come on, you go to that hospital. Yeah, that hospital has the latest equipments. Okay, so they may be charging a little more, but don't worry, you can't take risk now with human life. So go to that hospital. You know, they are the people with the latest equipments. Okay, then can we take risk with our students' lives by doing our professional work with the 212-year-old tool? I'm just putting these questions for your reflection. I'm not expecting an answer, right? Just a kind of a reflection, a trigger point for the questions. So what I'm trying to say here is very simple. This is time for us to think of newer tools in our professional work. Right? What are the newer tools? All these things, starting from FM radio to educational television networks, wikis, blogs, games, simulations, right? And social media applets. And I have put certain things in red color. MOOCs, OER, educational cloud, Web 2.0, 3.0, mobile apps, AI, VR, AR tools, right? Gamification platforms, intelligent learning environments, all this in red color because they are real red alerts on your professional pathways. If you are a teacher with another 15 years of ahead service, you have to take these as real red alerts on your professional pathways. If you don't take them very seriously, dear friends, unfortunately, you are taking a big risk in your career because down the line, another 3 or 4 years, 5 years down the line, these technologies are going to make a lot of difference in what we do inside our class and how we do that inside our class. Okay, that is the point here. Massive open online courses. I will talk about them in the due course. Massive open online courses. While talking about OER, also I will talk about OER. I will elaborately talk about post-T. Educational cloud. See, is there any computer science person here? Anybody from computer science department here? Otherwise, Pushpa Pant madam or Sanjeev Singh ji, I will tell you, if you have a computer science department or an IT department in your campus, don't ask them what is cloud. Okay, I'm telling you, don't do that. If you ask a computer science friend, right, what is this cloud technology, they will confuse you. They will give you a lot of jargons, technical jargons, really threatened, I'll say. But I would tell you, dear friends, a simple thing. Almost around 66, 67 of you are here. All of you are using Gmail account. Am I right? Yes? See, it is not a Gmail account. It is basically a Google account. Okay? It is an account for the Google Cloud. On the Google Cloud, Gmail is one service. Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Forms, Google Meet, right? Google Jamboard. All these are different services which Google's Cloud offers you. Okay? So you are already using Google Cloud. You are using Google Meet now. We are connected on a Google Meet now. So you know cloud already. You are using cloud already. Okay. So let us take a very simple common man's approach to technologies. Let us not allow technologies to be masters. And let us not allow these technical terms to threaten you. Right? Okay. Please understand that. Okay. So you know cloud already and you are already using cloud. Okay. That is a simple thing. Web 2.0, 3.0, I would always tell something like this. See, if you know Web 2, Web 3, it is good. Otherwise, it is very good. Okay? Okay? So, if you know it is good, otherwise, it is very good. Okay? See, these are all again technical terms, my dear friends. See, you never knew when you were in Web 1. You never knew when you moved to Web 2. Similarly, without you being aware, you will move to Web 3, Web 4 and other things. That's very simple. For instance, Usha Pant madam, are you there?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
you make use of WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes your WhatsApp tells you in the next 3 days you have to update your WhatsApp, otherwise you can't use WhatsApp services. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You update it immediately. Am I right?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because life without WhatsApp is not possible here today. Come on, what is this? How can we live our life without WhatsApp? It is not possible. So we are not bothered. We immediately, yes, update. But please understand, Usha Pant is moving from one mobile computing level to next level computing. Please understand that it is not moving from one generation to another generation. It is simply going to the next levels. So without you knowing that you are moving to the next levels of mobile computing, you are going. That is a simple thing. Don't worry about all these technical terms. You already are moving into these things. Then AI, VR, AR tools, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality tools, right? All these are giving what is called immersive technologies. We use a hybrid word like immersive technologies, AI, VR, and AR tools. I'll explain with an example a little later, once after the tea break. And we have intelligent learning environment. See, what ultimately AI, VR, and AR will lead to is an intelligent learning environment for the students. I'll explain to you elaborately post-T. And gamification. And game-based learning is the order of the day. Any subject can be taught through games, and anybody will be happy to learn through games. These are the two important ideas that go with game-based learning. And I will give you some sites where you can see how to create games for teaching, for online games, offline games, for teaching our own subjects. Right? So it is about 3:33 now. So I will wind up here for the tea. So meanwhile, before we break for tea, am I making myself clear to all of you, dear friends?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Right, fine. So
Yes,
we
sir.
will have a half an
Thank
hour
you,
break.
sir.
Yeah, at about 4:3, we will reconnect and go about. Almost my talking part is over, and I have to give you some demonstrations of using some open educational resources and other things, which I'll do. So thank you, all of you. Right? Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're all welcome. You're all welcome. We'll meet at 3:30.
Wali.
Thank you,
4
sir.
o'clock. Sorry, 4 o'clock.
Please, all of you, you have to join at 4 again.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Requested to join the second session with a separate link provided on the group. It is available on the WhatsApp group. You have to entertain that link.
37 participant has been joined.
Yes,
Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, madam, can we start, madam?
Yes, you can, sir.
Yeah, okay. A few more, I think, are expected to come. Let them join. We will go ahead with
Wait for 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yes. Meanwhile, let me share my screen. Is my screen visible? Anyone, please?
Yes, sir, visible.
Slides are also moving again?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine, right. So we can slowly resume our discussion and go and let our other friends join. And I was telling you how artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality can lead to an intelligent learning environment. See, we look at it from a student's point of view. Let me give a small example so that we'll understand what AI, VR and other thing can do. For instance, let us take, for example, a couple of participants here. We have Kavita Singh, Devender Paul, Jamil Khan, and Janardhan Jha. These 4 participants. Let us have, for example, these 4 participants: Kavita Singh, Devender Paul, Jamil Khan, and Janardhan Jha. Let us take, for example, that they are all in a particular class in a face-to-face mode, a traditional classroom-based educational system. Say they are all sitting in a particular class, 9th standard, section A. Let us say, Kavita Singh, madam, you can be happy for some time, going back to your 9th standard. Are you there, Dr. Kavita Singh? Devender Paul, Jamil Khan, Janardhan Jha, are you all there? Yes. Okay, let us take, for example, these 4 people are all in a particular class, 9th standard. And you know, they're all sitting in a particular class in face-to-face mode education. What will be their learning experience? Look at it from the student's point of view. Kavita Singh, Devender Paul, Jamil Khan and Janardhan Jha, all of them will be in a particular class, 9th standard A section. And they will have a human teacher coming to the class with a chalk piece and a duster. And you know, a class will be delivered, and the teacher will give a class on some topics, something like algebra, mathematics. Okay. And all these 4 people will get the same lesson, same example, same exercise, and same problem to solve in the algebra unit of mathematics at the 9th standard level. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Then, if all these 4 people are given the same exercise, same problem, same explanation, same example, are all these 4 people the same? Yes?
No, sir.
No? They are not the same. Each one is different. And each
Different, sir. Different.
one is uniquely different. Right? Each
Yes.
one is uniquely different as a learner of mathematics. But then, what is practiced in a classroom-based face-to-face learning is one-size-fits-all model. You know, one-size-fits-all model of experience, teaching experience. Okay? But one size will not fit all, no? Okay, that is a simple thing. So, if imagine these 4 people, Kavita Singh, Devendra Pal, Jamil Khan and Janardhan Jha, if all of them are in an intelligent learning environment, all of them will be in mathematics, all of them will be in the unit algebra, all of them will be in 9th standard level mathematics, but each one example, different exercise and a different problem to solve. Altogether, everyone will get a different learning experience. And this difference will be directly related to the individual differences. Okay? Because the intelligent learning environment, that is the learning management system, the software with a lot of artificial intelligence infused in it, will have a complete profile of Kavita Singh, will have a complete profile of Devender Paul, Jamil Khan or Janardhan Jha. Because, you know, all their previous performances, All their previous assignment, everything will be fed into the computer. And the system will have a complete profile. Which area Kavita Singh is good in mathematics? Okay. Which example will facilitate learning to Devendra Paul? Which particular sum Jamil Khan will find it difficult to manage? Which one will be easy for Janardhan? It will have a complete profile. And content will be delivered, examples will be delivered, okay, and exercises will be delivered in tune with their individual differences. So it is not one size fits all model here. It is every learner traveling in a different learning pathway. Kavita Singh will travel in a different learning pathway. Janardhan Jha will travel in a learning pathway. Jamil Khan will travel in a different learning pathways. And these learning pathways will be dynamic. Dynamic in the sense, may I know what is the subject background Devendra Paul is from? Are you there, Devendra Paul? Or Jamil Khan? Or Pushpa Pant, madam, what subject background you are from? You can unmute. Yeah. You can give my, you have unmuted, you can speak.
Certainly.
What subject are you from, madam? Which subject background are you from?
I'm from geography, sir.
Geography, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then we have Dr. Shashi coming from Hindi background. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, so Pushpa Pant can learn a little mathematics a little faster compared with Shashi. So if Dr. Pushpa is traveling a little faster in the learning pathway of mathematics, the pathway itself will take her to next K levels. Analysis, application, right? Synthesis, evaluation, right? Like that. And if Shashi is lagging behind in learning mathematics, because she is being a...
Because of subject, sir.
Yeah, she is a Hindi teacher, she said earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Hindi language and literature, she will be comfortable more with. Okay. Then it will intervene and say, Shashi, you seem to have some problems in learning this algebra unit. So don't worry, here is a set of videos for you to refresh your old mathematics. It will share a couple of videos. And then it will know whether she is watching the videos or not. So when she completes watching the videos, it will intervene and say, yes, Shashi, here is, right, it's good that you have watched the videos and refreshed your mathematics. Now it is time for us to check. So it will give her an activity. And if Dr. Shashi does it, right, it will say, yes, you have done it. And you have shown this aspect of mathematics learning here. So now you are ready to learn this unit. Like that, it will take her to next units. Then I am sure by now you will have a question in your mind. Sir, if artificial intelligence will take care of human learning like this, then what we will do with our natural intelligence? That's a question. Okay? That is naturally a question that is coming to you. Right? Pushpa Pant, madam, you can mute your mic. Right? Okay. Then you have, the answer here is very simple. You see, Dr. Shashi wants a different learning pathway. Pushpa wants a different learning pathway. Kavita Singh needs a different learning pathway. Jamil Khan and Janardhan Jha each travels in a different learning pathway. And who will create these many learning pathways? I think that is where, the teacher's role will come. Probably you would have read in the newspapers recently, the Honorable Prime Minister of India spoke in the AI summit that AI will not lose jobs for you. With AI, we will do our jobs in a little different way. And I'm not exactly quoting, that's what he was mentioning. We will not lose our jobs, but with AI, we will do our jobs in a little different way. Right? That's what is the thing. So we will be doing different jobs, different, right, facilitating learning. It is not that we go to the class with the chalkies and a duster, right, start handling a class in our chalk and talk mode. That is the point I would like to highlight here. So dear friends, we will spend a couple of minutes on this new media and its impact on the educational system and move on to the demo on open educational resources. So I think I will have about 1 hour or about 15 minutes of demo. And I will share this resources with you. You can explore. So coming to the new media and its impact on the education system, you see, by the way, when I use the word new, when I use the expression new media, I refer to WWW. WWW stands for WWW stands for any one of you, please.
World Wide Web.
Yeah,
World
World
Wide Web.
Wide Web. World Wide Web. Excellent. So, dear friends, you can revisit WWW as whatever, whenever, wherever also. Okay, I would tell you that way because your mobile internet access can give you whatever you want, whenever you want, and wherever you want. It is possible. So that is why, I would say the impact of the new media is on all the educational, all the 4 M's of an education system: materials, methods, media, and men. All these 4 M, these 4 are the pillars of the education system: materials, methods, media, and men. And these 4 make up the whole education system. And by the way, dear distinguished women participants, you don't mistake me. There is no gender bias here when I say men. I have used capital M here. Okay. When we say man is mortal with a capital M, it includes women also. Okay. So when we say man is mortal, it includes women also. Women are not immortals, no? Okay. So that sense I am using men here. So materials, methods, media, and men. All these 4 are important. And materials today, the learning materials today available to our students are technology mediated or media integrated. And methods, it is all technology mediated learning methods, right? Game-based learning methods. And media, see, I would tell you, dear friends, the learning media or the educational media, we must understand it is multifaceted. It is multimedia. And there is a small difficulty in getting this understanding clearer because, see, I will give a small example here. Almost all of us here, right? We all belong to the print generation. Am I right? And we were born and brought up in a print media culture. Our parents also belong to a print media culture. But you know, our great-grandparents, they belong to an oral media culture. In the days of the Gurukula system, the Guru spoke and the Sishya listened. That's all. It was all oral. Okay. And then the industrial revolution came, the printing technology came, print media came. So textbooks, workbooks, right, reference materials, library, everything came. But we must understand that the upcoming generation, the next generation, the current generation, they all belong to a digital media culture. Their lives are deeply immersed in digital media culture, which we find it difficult to get into. That is something we must understand. Right? Okay. So I would explain to you, dear, a little more elaborately here. Just about 2-3 minutes will take. There is something called Digigaji, Digigogy, Digigaji. Or otherwise it's called digital age pedagogy. I will not use the expression Digigaji. Digital age pedagogy will be better in my view. And it is of 4 dimensions. And if you understand these 4, I think you will understand digital age pedagogy. The first one, I will spend a few more minutes, maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. The second, third, and fourth are easier to comprehend. One is, second one, digital learning environment. See, right now, see, some of you may know where is Dr. Shireen sitting. You are in Aligarh?
No, sir. I have been placed in Patna.
Patna, right? Okay. So Shireen is in Patna. I am in Trichy, central part of Tamil Nadu. May I know where is Usha Pant from? Or Manisha Singh?
Sir, NEP College, Haldwani, Uttarakhand.
Yeah, so Usha Pant is sitting at Uttarakhand, right? Manisha Singh is sitting in?
Yeah.
Where are you sitting, madam? Which is your location?
Sir, Avantika Phase 2, Ramghat Road, Aligarh.
So one is sitting in Aligarh, another one is in Jharkhand. I am at Trichy. See, we are all separated by huge distances. but we are all connected on an environment. There is an environment that connects all of us. Am I right? So that environment is a digital environment because your laptop is required, internet connection is required, mobile camera is required. No, all these technologies together create the environment. And this digital environment is meant for some learning. So ultimately it becomes a digital learning environment. That's a simple idea. And coming to digital edutainment media, see, when we talk about educational media, we use a hybrid expression, edutainment, right? Education and entertainment. See, radio, television, video, graphics, multimedia, gaming platforms, basically they're all entertainment media platforms, and we are using all these entertainment media platforms for education. So it becomes edutainment. Okay. And the next question, the question mark going with the next one is because several reports put up like this, digital generation of teachers. Do we have a digital generation of teachers who can integrate all these digital technologies into their pedagogies without any difference? See, you are a teacher of this subject or that subject, it doesn't matter. If you are a teacher today, if you are a teacher in the 21st century, you are a digital era teacher and you are expected to integrate digital technologies into your pedagogies. Then are all the teachers integrating that way? That is why the question mark. Okay. Some of the reports say, in spite of talking about, yeah.
Sir, you are right, said, but institutions do not have so much digital technology. They are still lagging behind with the smart boards. So still we are using the chalk and talk.
I will come to that, madam. Right, Manisha Singh madam's observation is well taken and it is very valid. But I would tell you, my dear friends, see, if institutions are not equipped sufficiently with ICT infrastructure, it is not the failure of technology, it is the failure of people. Please understand. Because there are innumerable funding schemes available. In fact, there was a time before the pandemic, the government was literally running after institutions. We are ready to fund you for enhancing your ICT infrastructure. We are ready to enhance your bandwidth. We are ready to supply necessary equipments and services for creating a digital library, right? But they were not well taken, right? Probably the institutional heads, the administrators were not very proactive. Let me not go into that politics, right? But I will tell you, Dr. Manisha Singh, madam, don't depend on the institution. Without much of dependence on the institutional infrastructure, there are a lot of things you can do with technology. I will explain to you. Maybe my talking part is over. I will demonstrate to you how you can make it really happen involving some open source tools, free technologies, right? Like that. I'll tell you, don't worry, right? Okay. So coming to the first one, digital generation of learners, I will not take much of the time here because it's a very interesting topic and we can go on and on talking about it. But I would take you to one writer, Mark Prensky. Already I gave you some writers like Richard Riley and the report of the project tomorrow. Another writer I will introduce is Mark Prensky. See, you read your mathematics, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology, commerce, fine. But in addition to this, read this type of people. You will really understand the need and significance to realign. That's very important. Mark Prensky, in his article, Digital Natives, Digital Immigrants, came out with a broad classification of people. He classified the human beings based on one important thing, that is the year of birth. Okay?
Sir, pardon me for half an hour. Our VC is going to take meeting on Zoom. So just for half an hour, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, fine. So he brought in a theory breaking the human generation into two. One, he said, all children who take birth in the country after the electronic boom. In a country like India, the electronic boom happened somewhere 80, 81, 82, 83. That was the time, right? 80 up to 89, it was roughly. And all those children who take birth in the country after the electronic boom, they take birth in a digital world and they grow in a digital world. So much so, they become natives of a digital world. So if I ask Dr. Shireen, are you a native of Delhi? Are you a native of Chennai? No, she will say, sir, I am a native of Patna. Okay, with the sense of identity to Patna, she will say, I am a native of this place, sir. I don't have anything to do with these places. Right? No, when I asked, are you from Aligarh? The way in which the response came, no, sir, I am from Patna. Right? Okay. So that sense of nativity, right? So the children who take birth in a digital world, they grow with that native sense of digital, right, intelligence. And all those people who have taken birth before the electronic boom, they have taken birth in a pre-digital world and they have migrated into a digital world. So they become digital immigrants. That's what he said. I just have one or two pictures to show you, something interesting, something funny very quickly. I think you see some picture on the screen. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is just a funny picture.
No, sir, I'm not seeing.
Others, can anyone unmute?
So visible.
Okay, right.
Visible.
So, yeah.
The
This
video
just
is not visible, sir.
You
Video
can
is-
refresh your browser.
Yeah, you can do that. For a majority, if it is visible, we can just go over, right? So this is just a funny picture. One of the ideas of Prensky behind this picture is what he says about you and your children. The very simple difference. The difference between you and your children is only one thing, that is technology penetrating. Technology came into your life very late, and technologies penetrate into their life very early. And the early entry of technology into their lives makes a categorical difference in their behavior and personality. However hard you attempt, you cannot de-link the impact of technology on their personality. That's what Prensky says. Of course, not this early, just to be on the lighter side, I put these pictures. You see how babies will be born in future, right? Just a funny picture, right? Just for you to relax a little bit before we go for the demo, right? So if something like this is going to happen, I think you should not get surprised. And look at this, how, a young mother doing some online activity is using the child's back, right? There is an infant on her lap, right? A boy or a girl. The back is being used as a mouse pad, okay? And maybe if myself and Dr. Faiza madam, we started using the computer mouse very late, okay? And we were taking probably 2 weeks to learn double clicking, to be very frank, right? And only after 2 weeks we realized that the other side there is a click. We were really confused, okay? Just to be on the lighter side. But you see, this child, this infant at this less than a year old gets the touch and feel of a computer mouse. That touch with technology very early, that leads to a lot of gap and a lot of digital media immersion. Okay, look at this. There is no generation gap. You see, it's all the same touchscreen generation. You see, and this is, look at this picture. It's a famous picture on the social media. The Neo-Gen alphabet. Okay, the A for apple, B for book that you and I studied is different. That was a different apple. This is a different apple. Okay.
Sir, I have joined very आधे घंटे बाद meeting. Sir, I have joined.
Fine. The children, they get exposed to a technical vocabulary which we learned very, very late. Okay. So maybe your second standard or third standard son or daughter will come home and tell you, "Mommy, give me the laptop. I want to download something for my project work." You look at the technical vocabulary: laptop, download, project. When did you and I start using this vocabulary? Okay. Yeah, Daddy, give me the modem. I want to download something for my project work. Right? When did you and I start doing a project? When did you and I start downloading? Okay. And when did we have never gone to the uploading stage. Whereas our children are preparing their assignments at home, they upload to the school website on their platform. It happens, right? Again. And look at this, a third standard answer sheet. Look at the question and look at the answers, right? I'm sure you'll really laugh, right? But beyond the, you must understand that this child gets all wrong, and there is a 0. The teacher has marked, and this is a glaring difference between the thought processes of a digital native child and a digital immigrant teacher. Okay? You know, the digital immigrant teacher, you know how he is marking all wrong. Actually, right or wrong is different. But this child deserves a chocolate for some out of the box thinking, you know. But you see, the way in which we look at the questions and answers, okay? And if this boy or a girl comes to our class, this is what will happen. Madam, you leave, madam, without wiping the board. We will take care of making notes. Because they have their own storage, you know, medical, they have their own storage of knowledge. You say, sir, don't worry, sir, why always asking us to make notes? We have our own methods, sir, don't worry. Okay, just jokes apart, all that I am trying to communicate is very simple. The generation that we are handling in our classes is getting more and more digital. And unless you and I switch over to the digital mode of doing our business, you know, we will be out of tune, out of sync with the target group. That is the point here. And as I already told you, in addition to your commerce, mathematics, sociology, botany, zoology, chemistry, physics books, which are your subject books, kindly read this type of books. You look at the book Jukes and Anita, Understanding Digital Kids. Palfrey and Gazer, Understanding the First Generation Digital Natives. See, tomorrow morning, if you step into a classroom, you will find 40, 50 students in front of you. All of them belong to the first generation of digital natives. Okay? And this is something you must remember. You may forget anything that I'm talking now, but remember one thing, that the boys and girls sitting in front of you, hereafter in every class, they belong to the first generation of digital natives. And if you want to make yourself relevant to them, and if you want to make yourself relevant to the context in which you are teaching, right, you have to realign your pedagogies. You have to revisit some of your basic things, thinking about teaching, learning, and evaluation. And you'll have to know how to recast your role as a 21st century teacher. And you should know how to play a digital era teacher's role, right? That is what is my appeal to you. Look at the third book, Why Do I Need a Teacher When I've Got Google? Already Google is there, then why there is a need for a guru? Look at the title, right? Jan Gilbert, very daringly negative title, you know. But, you know, the book looks a little negative in its title, but the book is a very positive book where there are articles, there are chapters, every chapter dealing with the question, why a teacher is needed in spite of Google. Even though Google is there, why you and I should be there. So naturally, the book is all about what we should do in the era of Google. When there is already Google, when there is already YouTube, when there is already learning management system, when there are already mobile applications for facilitating learning, when we also get into the classroom, what we should do and how we should do. That's all the book is all about. I request you to kindly explore and see. So this is what I have already talked about. So the digital learning environment, there is no institution which is away from you in terms of physical distances. All institutions are only a few clicks away. So Shirin sitting at Patna and the other madam sitting in Jharkhand, right? You just got into, right, your Aligarh Muslim University EMMRC building, right? Or MMTTC building, just by a few clicks. It is like taking a walk into Aligarh Muslim University, going to MMTTC, taking a seat in a room, right? You have just gone in here, right? So that is how it goes here. And the entertainment media being used, right? All your television, graphics, multimedia, images, video, audio, graphics, animation, right? All this, the entertainment media platforms. And just 1 or 2 minutes on this digital age teacher that you and I are. So I think I will be left with another 35, 40 minutes for my demo on OER, right? So what we are supposed to be, we are not supposed to be dispensers of information. For dispensing information, there is no need for a great teacher like you. There is no need for a great human being like you with infinite capabilities of your mind. No. A machine will do. Okay? No, A plus B whole square, what it is. This Panipat war, when was it fought? Who was the winner? Who was the loser? This salt and this salt at this temperature, what color it looks. Okay? All this is, bits and pieces of information. and let Google take care. Let Ask take care. Let Bing take care of it. And let you and I orchestrate the learning process. Okay? Orchestrating a learning process means directing the students, facilitating learning, guiding learning. Tell them, come on, this is unit 1, right? Basic concepts, definitions. Okay? I will share with you, right, 3 or 4 videos in the class group, whether it's a WhatsApp group or a Google group. Watch the videos. You will understand basic things related to unit 1. That's all. After watching the video, still having a problem, you come to me tomorrow, I'll explain to you. Okay? See, this is unit 5. This is application oriented. Okay? This is analysis involved. I will share with you a small activity sheet. If you complete the activities, yes, you have understood unit 5. Still you have problems, come to me, I will discuss, I'll explain to you. That is what is the method of pedagogy we have to go for. Right? Not that we will take a class, say this is unit 1, this is the first week of our semester, unit 1, I will start with this. See, now I am ending my unit 1, tomorrow we will start unit 2, and the last class of the year semester will say, so this is the end of the unit 5, so all units I have handled. No, there is no need for doing this. We will extensively use a lot of electronic resources available, multimedia content, video content, interactive tutorials, plenty. Why we should use all this when we are already there? See, we have to save a lot of good time, a lot of quality time with which we can do something better, something higher order, something greater, something more important. And that something is helping the students to convert information into knowledge. See, Google can give only information. It cannot do anything more than that. Okay? It cannot help the students to make knowledge out of it. Okay? Because converting information into knowledge involves some mental processes which require higher order thinking skills. And our job as a human teacher, get that higher order thinking skills, HOTS, right? The so-called higher order thinking skills. This is something I think you know already, Bloom's taxonomy, the lower order thinking skills and higher order thinking skills, LOTS and HOTS. We call it as digital taxonomy because this yellow box we have put here. And we have included we have added in the box a range of ICT based. Want to learn any of these things, you can learn and you can master in about 10 days time at the maximum. Okay. See, I don't know where you stand with technology. Your ICT skills, I don't know. But authentically, I will tell you, within a week's time, every one of you can learn. Or 10 days time, every one of you can learn. Why? Because 2 reasons. One is, all these technologies come with ready-made tutorials. Okay. So let us say, right here, maybe our Anchal Sharma is there. What subject you teach, ma?
I said I teach communication.
Communication, journalism, mass communication.
Yes.
Oh, fine, right, okay. So you may already know, right? Anchal madam may already know. So maybe let us say, Anchal madam wants to learn Prezi. On the top of the pyramid is the Prezi. Okay? If she wants to learn, just go to Google, just give Prezi, it will direct you to prezi.com, where you can download a basic software free of cost. And when you download, it will ask you, do you want tutorials for this? Say yes. It will ask you what type of tutorials you want. Video tutorial? Yes. Just download and watch the video here. Parallel window you do, right? What is done in the video window you see, you repeat it here. You will be learning by doing, learning by watching. And 5 or 6 days every day, 45 minutes to 1 hour you sit. 7th day, 8th day, 9th day, 10th day, you will make a Prezi presentation. So if Anchal is making a Prezi presentation, it will be something like running a film on the screen created by her. That is the effect Prezi can give you. So one reason is tutorials are readily available, right? And another reason why I said that all of you can learn, all of you can master, right, in 10 days time is because these technologies are little more advanced technologies. And technologies, when they become more advanced, they become more learner friendly and they become user friendly. Please understand these 2 important concepts here. technology is becoming more learner friendly and more user friendly, right? An old car, an ambassador car with a hand gear system was tougher to operate. But today our automatic gear system, it is easier to drive a car, that's all. So technologies, when they become more advanced, they become more user friendly and they become more learner friendly. Easier to learn, easier to work with. Okay, that is the point here. So that is the point I would like to say, and I think I should stop my this part of the talk here and take you to the demo. So this is a famous document, Delors Commission report, Jacques Delors Commission report. Teachers, we must change our relationship and we must switch our roles from solo singers to orchestra singers. Two nice words from the field of music. No teacher is a solo singer of knowledge here. All of us are singing in an orchestra. Okay, this orchestra of education is having a lot of people around. Okay, like in an orchestra, people on the feena, people on the tabla, people on the dolak, people on the keyboard. Everybody is there around. There is a radio channel, there is a television channel, there is a YouTube channel, there is a learning management system, there is a mobile app, there is a video tutorial. All are there for our students, and we are also there. Okay, so when we are one of the many sources of learning, we have to realign ourselves and we have to recast our role. That is very important. And being a digital age teacher means being a networked teacher. No teacher can stop networking. No teacher can avoid networking. Networking with some technologies, joining hands with some technologies, collaborating with some technologies is the need of the hour. So maybe Shashi cannot say, sir, I teach Hindi language and literature. So I teach Hindi language and literature. So what bothers me about technologies? Why am I bothered about mobile apps? Why am I bothered about culture? I will give a very small example. A new learning culture is something which principal, dean, registrar, vice chancellor, they cannot make it happen. If a teacher, you decide to do, it will happen. Otherwise, it will not happen. Okay, very, very simple thing. I will tell you. Maybe you have Dr. Mohammed Akmal is here. What do you teach, Akmal ji?
Sir, botany.
Oh, which college? You aren't there, the same college, all of you are from. Right, okay. So maybe when Mohammed Akmal sir, right, tomorrow he handles third year botany, BSc botany, let us say, for example. So tomorrow morning he goes to a class and announces in the class, you see, I'm undergoing a training program in an orientation program on NEP. So I'm transforming myself as a teacher. So hereafter, I will not simply be the same teacher that I was earlier. I will be doing something different here. Okay. So he makes an announcement to the boys and girls. See, boys and girls, I will go ahead with my explanation, chalk and talk, everything, lecture demonstration, lecture discussion. But at the end of every class, I will give you 2 good websites where you can see very interesting videos related to the topics that I'm handling. Okay. So maybe he is teaching something like cell division today, right? And he is giving a link for a video, right? A website link for a video where, the cell division happens, right? With multimedia and other things are very effectively created, very beautifully that is described. Okay. So he gives today, tomorrow he gives 2 websites. The next day, every day he keeps giving two good websites related to the particular content that he is delivering in the class. You see, Akmal cannot do this without going and spending at least 1 hour every day for locating the videos. Okay. Without that, it is not possible. At least 20 video portals he has to see to locate 2 video portals which will be relevant to his class. Okay. That is why, dear friends, UNESCO is telling how much of time a teacher will spend outside the class for the students will be more important than the time spent inside the class. Am I making my point clear? UNESCO's observation is how much of time the teachers will spend outside the class for the students is more important than how much time you will spend inside the class. Okay. So every day 2 good websites. So it goes for some time, and Akmal sir will start slowly understanding that students have started going to the websites he gives. You know how he will come to know that? Because students will come and talk to him on their own. They will come and talk to him. Even those students who avoided talking to him earlier, they will come and tell him, sir, you gave, sir Akmal sir, you gave to one website, no sir, that's a very good website, sir, I really enjoyed. Okay, somebody will. And some will come, sir, you gave one yesterday one site, no sir, that link is not opening, sir, you kindly check, sir, we want to see that site. Okay, and some will say, sir Akmal sir, you gave one website, no sir, you talked about one video, we watched that video, sir, but there was another video which is more interesting, you see, sir. Okay, they will tell you. Okay, and you know, other students will become curious. Come on, what is this? Akmal sir is giving some websites and these students are going and talking. So let me also go. That is how it will happen. So after about a month or so, the entire class will go to the websites Akmal sir gives and they will start looking for the websites he gives. So after about 45 days, 50 days, even if Dr. Akmal wants to leave the class without giving websites purposefully, it will not happen. Because the moment he moves, he is about to leave the class, students will raise their hand and say, sir, today's website, sir. Sir, Akmal sir, please, today's website you have forgotten. Because 45 days of giving every day to good websites becomes a culture. Okay? And after all, what we repeatedly practice becomes a culture. If Akmal sir does it in his class, it is his class learning culture. If the entire botany department does, it is a departmental learning culture. If the entire college does it, it becomes an institutional learning culture. And people in the marketplace will say, hey, come on, put your boy in that college, yeah? That college, you know, all teachers are giving two good websites. So in the evening, the boy comes home with the 15 websites, 16 websites, 20 websites. The whole evening, he is there sitting with academic websites. Okay. Otherwise also, your students will sit with websites. What websites? All social media platforms, YouTube, right? Every other platform which is not academically oriented. So I think we will have to create that new learning culture, and that is well within our hands, my dear friends. So I stop here this part and I would move on to OER. So as per my system's clock, it is 4:52 and I'm supposed to close by 5:30. So I think I have about 35-36 minutes, right, to demonstrate. But don't worry. What I will do now here is a brief explanation to OER, what it is, and then a demo of open educational resources. And I will give you a list of all these OER portals. And I will share with Dr. Faiza and her team, and they can share with you, or any one of you coordinating from your side, Sherin or Shraddha, you can share your mail ID in the chat box. I will share with you. You can share among all your friends, right? And all those participants you will get to know. Let me, are you seeing a PDF on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This file will come to you, web resources for effective learning, teaching and evaluation. See here, I am also using learning teaching. It is not teaching learning. It is learning, teaching and evaluation. So ebooks, audiobooks, blogs, podcasts, wikis, video lessons, interactive simulations, digital libraries, MOOC providing platforms, testing and evaluation tools, and then of course the last one, all Indian initiatives, right? That's very important. I will talk about all these things very quickly. And you know, I have put all these under categories, and each category I will talk about one. Blog means one, and audiobooks means one. I will talk like that so you will understand better, right? So coming to OER, dear friends, the term OER refers to open educational resources, which are, in a very simple terms, electronic digital learning resources which are available to you for free. Okay, those electronic digital learning resources which are available to you for free are called open educational resources. When I say free, free for what? Free for downloading, free for using, free for sharing, free for editing and modifying, and free for redistributing. All these 5 freedoms come to you free of cost. And all these you can do freely, at the same time legally. That is the most important red color here. Let me take, for example, right, Maybe Dr. Tarabat is here. What do you teach, Dr. Tarabat? Or Preeti Verma, Rajiv Kumar, anyone? Rais Ahmed? Anyone, please?
Yes, sir.
What do you teach?
Political science.
Preeti Verma, what do you teach, ma?
Biochemistry.
What? Biochemistry?
Botany. Ranjana Shah.
Okay, Ranjana madam is teaching biochemistry, Preeti Verma is teaching botany, right?
Engineering. Right. Political science, Dr. Rais Ahmed.
Okay, right. So, okay, the Rais Ahmed is teaching political science, right? Okay. So, let us say, for example, Dr. Rais is is purchasing a book, subject related to subject political science, something like local governance, right? Or the Panchayat Raj movement, right? Something like that, right? A local governance, a book. The book is by Sage, the book is by Kogan Page, or the book is by some Taylor and Francis. Right? The book is 2,000 rupees. When he buys a book, paying 2,000 rupees, inside a page, inside the first page, it will be printed something like a capital C with a round over it. And it will say publisher. What is the meaning of that, Dr. Ahmed?
Copyright, sir.
Copyright. What is the meaning of that is the intellectual property rights over the contents inside the book is with the publisher. Okay? The publisher Springer or Kogan Page or Routledge, they have the ownership of the knowledge inside the book. That means Ahmed sir cannot even photocopy for 5 chapters just like that from that book. It is not possible. Maybe he is handling MA political science students. That may be very relevant for them. One unit content will be very, he cannot simply give that book to one of the students and say, all of you can photocopy 3 units, the 3 chapters, chapter 3, 4 and 5. All of you photocopy, that will be useful for this unit. No, he cannot do. Because it will become a legal violation of copyright rules. Because intellectual property rights does not allow you to do that. Because Springer claims ownership over that knowledge. But here, nobody holds ownership. It is somebody's knowledge. At the same time, it is everybody's knowledge. So, nobody questions you when you download, use, and share anything of that sort. Okay? And we talked about a capital C with a round over it. Can anyone tell me what does this 2C stand for? 2 small C's with a round over it. Have you ever seen that? Have you all seen that? 2 small C's
Yes,
with a round over it? Yeah. So that is an indication that the content is a free content under Creative Commons license. There is something called creative. See, we will not go into the technicalities. We will stop with that. When you see a capital C with a round over, you cannot liberally use it. When you see 2 small C's with a round over it, you can liberally use it. Right, that's all. How liberally you can use it? Right? This is the image. If you, maybe you can take a screenshot of this. This is very important. CC by SA, CC by ND, NC, NCSA and other thing. Which one you can liberally use it? Which one you have to acknowledge? Which one you can commercially use it? Which one you cannot use? Whichever you can modify and edit, whichever you can change license, all these things, you know, that color code is there and you can easily see that. So whenever you download some literature for your research papers, you should know this. What is the meaning of CC by NC, CC by ND and all? Without knowing, if you simply make use of, you will be into real trouble because IPR, intellectual property rights or IPR rules are very, very stringent these days. Okay. So now, these are the types of OER. I will not go deep into it for explanation. I will take you to the demo. Hereafter, I will have screenshots of certain important OER portals. I'll explain to you briefly, one after the other, the next half an hour. And maybe the Indian portals we will see a little more deeply. And the list will come to you. And all this I am talking here are there in the list also. So don't worry about making notes and all, because you may not be in a position to write the URL right very clearly. Don't worry, right? Just listen, right? That's all. So this one, oercommons.org, this portal, you know, is one of the most important and one of the largest public digital library of OER. See, The difference between OER Commons and any other portal, for instance, if you come to my university portal, Bharatidasan University or Aligarh Muslim University portal, no doubt you will see somewhere a menu, right? E-resources. You click open, all the content will not be available because some content will have a closed lock symbol, some will have an open lock symbol. Have you seen that? Yes? Anyone? Shavit, Shiva, Udachan, Tara, Bhatt, anyone please? Have you seen these symbols? Anyone? Anchal Sharma?
No, sir, I have not seen.
No, just
No, sir,
see.
I have not seen it.
See some web-based resources. They may be journal articles, they may be some lecture notes, they may be e-books. You will see some.
Screen दिख रहा है, वो notification नहीं दिख रहा है, screen दिख रहा है sir.
No, not on the screen. When you access literature on the web portals, some will have an open lock symbol and some will have a closed lock symbol. Closed lock symbol means it is not open. You cannot just like that download. But open lock means anyone can download.
Yes, sir. Now I
Yes, yes.
recollect. I have seen that. I have seen
I
that.
have seen it.
Yeah, right. So very
Yes,
simple.
I too have done, sir.
Yeah.
Seen
Fine.
some pics which are like that.
Yes. So this OER Commons, the advantage is all contents, big and small, are open content. There is never a symbol you will see with a closed lock. All are open. So just close your eyes and download. Anything is free, right? Your lecture notes will be there, PPTs will be there, audios will be there, right? Videos will be there, flashcards will be there, lesson plans. Everything is available for free on all subjects. Okay, and this is Library of Congress. There is no politics here. This is Library of Congress, which is American government's public digital library. I have purposefully opened up this drop-down menu because you should see what a digital library can contain compared with the brick and mortar library. Look at the contents available here. I hope all of you can read. Audio recordings, printed materials, films, videos, maps, music, photos, prints, drawings, web archives, even 3D objects. Okay. See, Library of Congress is a huge repository. Maybe Ranjana Singh, if you get in with the biochemistry, you will see for one full day what content is related to biochemistry there. One full day. What videos are there, what lecture notes are there, what PPTs are there, what videos are there. And then only you will explore, download, share, right, with your students and other things. Library of Congress, don't miss. And this is a beautiful portal. This most of you may know, an e-book portal, Project Gutenberg. The Project Gutenberg is the first e-book project of the world. Okay, so naturally a very huge collection. And every day, right, some new books are added like this. Okay, every day the featured books will be here in the center, right? But only text-based learning is only text, no audio, no video, right? And all are available for free access. And this is a beautiful portal for audio books, learnoutloud.com. And anybody can guess what an audio book is? Quickly, what an audio book is? Anyone, please? Anyone, can you unmute quickly? What can be an audio book? Yes, please.
Which gives the sound?
That's all. A book which you can listen to.
Which can be read. If in the reading form it is given.
Yeah, that's all. Very simple. A book which you need not read, you can listen to. You can listen to a novel, you can listen to